So, three things came up in that last session before we get to Jai's and Nothing Matters. Um, you talked about hiring crew. How many crew and what quality of crew did you want to hire? We can fast track that real quick.
Uh,
Do we need
mm,
more crew?
yeah, I think I said I wanted some security type personnel since the ice ferret's crew is off being on the ice ferret.
And let me
Um,
throw this on your screen here.
So we want guards.
yeah, probably. Um, probably zeros and ones maybe for the
Look, we need people to stand in front of us when people shoot at us.
Didn't like Porcelain coming at you with effectively three people and a couple androids off to the side?
I
Look,
did not.
we need some meat bags. We need some people with no names. We need some red shirts.
I'm gonna give them names.
Oh God.
Wait, yeah, some zeros and ones, maybe like eh,
Just just put them on a little handout that we can never look at. That we will never look at.
So I guess I'm saying like a couple of C's there, and then yeah, like two or three C's, and then 3 or 4 G's, if you get my meaning.
And a couple Ks. Like
Uh,
3 Ks.
I don't I no there's no K's.
Oh, we're not buying cocaine? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
look, we've got cocaine at home.
This
Cocaine
is our
at home.
home. This is our home.
I don't really know what the image of cocaine at home should look like there.
It's Jai holding a needle.
That's not how you do cocaine.
Now,
Cocaine. It's just a fun word to say. I'm gonna keep saying it until somebody else starts talking.
all right,
Cocaine.
Dex, what are you doing?
I am waiting for some numbers.
Oh,
So
I told you.
We need 3 crew and 70 guards.
Not 70.
I'm sorry,
Do like
I kept hearing vague what I thought were vague numbers. So all right, how many crew?
let's do 2 crew, 3 guards.
Okay, and you said that you wanted some that were at higher tier. Do you want any of the crew at higher tier?
Are our Russians higher tier? Or are
No,
they?
they're zeros.
They're zeros.
But they're
I don't want to
characters.
look. I don't want to put people above the Russians. They
Uh,
get mad, and
Yeah, what do
I
we
don't
what do we
do
need to
not
do to
want to.
level up the Russians?
I do
uh,
not want our food quality to go down. All right, we
that's
do
pretty
not want to piss
much
off the Russians.
that's pretty much going to happen naturally. And of course, when it does, they will probably ask you for more pay.
all right,
Yeah.
just a couple of zero crews then, and then maybe one level 1 guard and a couple level zeros.
I mean, actually, that gives me an idea for a project. If we want to invest time and extra training for crew, I could develop like a VR training program,
Yeah.
particularly specific to the Darkstar or to the Raza.
Yes, you could.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, while we're here, can we finally fix our weapons locker so that it actually has weapons and stuff in it?
Oh,
Well, we
I
could
have
do that.
updated the ship fitting handouts.
Ooh.
I know,
Well,
right?
what?
It's only taken like 10 sessions or more.
The weapons locker should have weapons in it, and should have already the past
Yeah.
few sessions actually.
Yeah, I updated it now.
Ooh, we could have
Oh,
bleeding edge technology.
Yep. That should be under.
The Marauders signal is murder.
Yes.
That one got me. That one's good. I like that.
no, it's Khalil Marauder. Come on.
Yeah, of course. It's not murder.
It's only murder if
Oh,
it's illegal.
why the cargo crate got to be white?
because that's what you guys bought. That was
All
not
right.
me.
I don't know what's going on.
He's looking
the
over the
chip-
fittings.
The chip status fittings.
Yeah.
All right, Dex.
Sorry. Go
You
ahead.
got your numbers.
I do. Yeah, I'm done with
drive.
that section. I'm just pointing out the spike drive and weapons. I also made those much easier to read instead of having them all tiered like I did. All the bullet points are right under the main entry.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. I actually opened it and then immediately scrolled down because I was like, oh, there's nothing useful at the top.
Right. I fixed that.
Woohoo!
It was really confusing to have them in different sections like that. Even though it's helpful for my notes because that's when you learn those bullet points. It's not helpful for you.
Ooh, I like this ship status vital system. Functional.
Wow.
Oh
That's
yeah,
good. All our vitals are functional.
Oh, you like that, huh?
that
Mm.
makes me happy.
All right, cool. Um, I need a project roll from Nemesis.
All right, that's a fixed roll.
That is just an intelligence roll.
Oh, okay. They don't have just intelligence rolls. That's right.
Yeah.
2d6.
You can send a private message to Spice King and ask him to include it in Foundry.
Yay!
All right, successful. At some point before before next session, some point soon, tell me what Nemesis used the rest of her time on. Her role occurred on the 17th,
Yeah,
and
we're on the
so
21st now, I
she
think.
can start a new project on the 18th, and then she'll start accruing points on the 19th. It is currently the 21st,
Okay.
so this will go
So it's out of
retroactive.
VR training program. I'm gonna guess the Grappler Arms for the Raza is probably outside of the scope of what I can do.
It's outside the scope of what I want for the setting.
Yeah, that's fine. I feel like I had. Oh, other option I had was potentially work on my own Black Slab. I don't know if I'm ready to program 4 before I can start doing that.
I think Program 3 is fair for that. I mean, Program 3 is still the best on any individual system.
Okay. Yeah, I may, if I can, I may want to start just doing a project for that. Develop my own Black Slab.
Okay. Give it some thought. I will only need this information before I actually do updates on the projects next, which I tend to do during the
Okay.
recap, when I'm doing the recap.
Okay.
Um,
Sounds good.
Jai started immediately on Atlas, and Lulu, he's at 27 out of 30 on that, so I will need another project from you. Same as for Nemesis. He'll complete it in a day. He'll get a breakthrough roll, which will be fairly low difficulty.
I'll get started working on that. We'll call it the alternative version of Atlas we discussed.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, the alternative version.
Sounds good. The market version.
Is
Yeah.
everything cutting out for anybody else except me?
Everything
for me.
sounds fine on my end.
Yeah, mine sounds good.
All right, I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect then.
Okay.
And he was never seen from or heard from ever again. Oh no, he just came
that
right
was
back.
all
All
fast.
right.
Okay.
Can you hear us better?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll know in a little bit while people are still talking.
Okay.
right.
Xander, I apologize. I started typing something to you, and I did not know what your how you have Discord set up. I didn't want to be pinging you multiple times at 3 a.m.
Oh, if you send stuff private message between the hours of 12 o'clock and 8 o'clock in the morning, it doesn't ping me.
Okay, good. So,
I might still answer because I could be awake, but it doesn't wake me up.
okay, fair. I'll remember that for the next time.
I know you do your best work then, so.
You know, I really wish that the rest of the world would accept that not everyone works during the day. But
Well, see, okay, so I'm an admin in a worldwide game league, and so people ping the help chat all the time, and so I
Oh,
had to,
I
out of
bet.
self-defense, I had to turn that off during those hours.
No, that's fair, and I'm not. That's no slight against people who do that. It's just that there is peer-reviewed studies, research, is what I'm looking for, that proves that those people who like to stay up late and wake up late, it's not just because they're lazy. It's
Yeah, no,
genetic.
it's just a thing. It's
Yeah,
fine.
and
Well, it's not just because you're lazy.
fair enough.
Look, I literally woke up about 2 minutes before this game started. So, but that's because it's raining and I sleep heavier when it rains. All right.
My
Oh.
sleep schedule is dependent on my work, which is
Uh,
a weird rotation.
So those are the two things that I told you I was going to write out.
Oh, okay, cool.
The two kind of offers. They both
Mhm.
cost something, so you will have to consider if you want to even buy them. The
Mhm.
traders that Zoe's talking to, these guys sound credible, and they have documentation to back up what they're saying. Obviously, they're only showing you bits and pieces of it,
Mhm.
and Zoe would not be able to make use of what they're
Yeah.
showing.
Yeah, no, they showed me the teaser, but now I got to pay them to get the full,
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. What are you trying to buy?
Locations of pre-tech components so we
Ah.
can finally fix this ship.
Eh,
So just reading here, it looks like the
And
gun one is cheaper but less likely to actually pay out. The coast one looks better, is more expensive, but requires a lot more work.
And if you want, I will just post those over into general chat. I only posted them to you privately because this is something that Zoe gets to. She's got first information dibs on it.
Yeah. Oh wow, I get to hold back information from people. Oh,
Oh,
man,
no.
this rush of power.
Too much
No,
power.
I don't. Yeah. Like I would suggest that we do the coast one, but yeah, it looks harder. So basically, in Gun there was a um, hydroponic city that it was basically a cornucopia machine.
Mhm.
But Gun has been kind of overrun because of all the
yeah, gun's been overrun. There's too much fun,
My gun.
and no one's won.
and well, I mean we are on the run,
Yeah.
but it could be a ton of pre-tech components. And then the other one is there was a ship that that was exploring ancient ruins, and then it crashed under the surface of coast below the floating cities.
All right. Let me look up the sectors without number and see how far that'd take us out of our way. I think that's
Do
my
we have
main
a way?
concern.
We decided on a way yet?
Yeah, this is the way.
I'm going to move you over to the sector map
Sure.
so that you can ping things.
If we ever, because we're vaguely planning to swing by SOS again at some point. Gun's just right on our way over there. Coast is
Where's Merbia?
where is
Oh, that's
Arabia is on the far left.
yeah. So that one's the better one, but it's way further out of the way.
And we have, I think, no reason whatsoever to visit any of the other systems in there.
I mean,
Too
it
much
might be nice to
concrete.
get the Shogunate on our side.
Yeah, I'd care more about that if we'd brought the if we had different characters in here.
Characters that are from that area.
Yeah.
Well, you don't think they speak French there?
Pretty sure they speak Japanese.
Dang. All right. Well, I say we skip it all and go to TMT.
Dynamite.
TMT. Come on, man.
Oh, lame.
TMT. Dynamite.
That's actually not an acronym. That's a word. You can say it. Tumut.
Tumt.
Tumut.
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 It's actually TRNT. It's just the kerning is really bad. Turnt. Hey
Turned
y'all,
up
let's
for
get
what?
let's get turnt.
So we were currently in Halau, right?
You are.
We're in Zenthra. Oh yeah, we're in Halau. Yeah.
Yeah, we hadn't been to this map in a while, so our token was still in Zenthra.
All right.
I mean, well, now that we're in Halau, ooh, Maribia looks a lot closer.
There's been some news that has come in.
All right, let's hear it.
He always sounds so excited.
Because it always changes what he's gonna do. Not always. It has been changing.
Well, sometimes it's entirely irrelevant because it's on the other side of the fucking system.
But we are debating possibly going to the other side of the system. Also,
Yeah.
we're kind of in the
All right,
middle of
just
it.
give us the fucking news, Dexter, so I can murder someone.
All right, let me play the Hidden Richard track so that everybody knows where their volume's at.
The following broadcast is not suitable for musicians of handmade music and children
yeah,
under
let's
3
hurt
years
Xander.
of age. The end is coming, Xander. This hurts you.
No, it doesn't. It makes me laugh.
Why? Like, why did you make that track specifically that?
The story behind that is I was I had linked a song that somebody had kind of put together with these AI voices in the background, and Xander was very critical of the AI voice in one of these
Look,
songs.
The voice was fine. It was like the whatever it was reading was just like, oh my god,
It was pretty pompous.
it was so bad.
Oh boy.
Although now, honestly, now I can't remember why I thought it was bad, other than it just was.
It definitely had a an air of kind of presumptuous arrogance.
Yeah.
It was about people and the downfall and robot uprising and all that, something like that. And so that's why
See,
I made that track.
And I'm normally all for it, you know?
All right, well, speaking of robot uprising, here's your first piece of news.
Hooray.
Send off the last blazing chariot, as a golden comet across the sky. For the master builders of Anti, that supplied Artemis whole, with steeds and with engines, to friends and to foes. Set eyes toward the night, turn heel to their sorrows. An Ode to Anti, by Sophia. The Nox has been grounded. Overwhelmed and overrun by a plague that turned man into monster, the Nox has been rapidly decelerated to crash into Anti in 20 days. The remaining Yada ships are organizing to leave Kutitohioti, destination unknown, but have made clear they will remain in orbit to ensure the nearly 400,000 dead on the Nox reach their final rest without interference from scavengers or corpse looters. This is Sophia with ABN News, reporting the death of a struggle and the birth of a journey.
Wow.
Shit.
That's deep.
Would the Nox have any pre-tech on it?
You know what it does have on it? It's gonna have zombies that survive the crash. Just to make it clear.
And look, I know that
I
when
didn't
you
ask
shake
about the
something,
zombies. I asked about the pre-tech.
when
It
you
might.
shake something, the cream rises to the top, and in this case, the cream is pre-tech components, and the shaking is crashing into a planet.
Is it accurate that even despite the atmosphere in Ansi that there are still inhabitants? I'm guessing like domes or something.
I
There's several million inhabitants
Oh yeah, no, I think that
on the
that probably needs to get fixed.
Wait, which
Okay.
planet is? Which
Fancy.
system is this?
Kutitiri, far at the top left.
Yeah, it's way over
yeah.
there.
Okay.
Let's see.
So this
Um,
happened like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a month and a half ago.
Is that long ago? Wow, I guess it was. No,
Oh no, because
That's
we
half a
all
month.
have Spike. We all have Spike 2, right? So
Yeah.
1, 2, yeah, half a month.
Oh, the
Okay.
date's on there. It happened on January 30th.
30th.
So about 2 weeks
less
ago.
than a month ago, yeah.
You're getting the news real fast because I sped up the speed at which news travels.
That's right, because all the news ships that do news transfer all got upgraded to like Spike Drive 4 or whatever.
Yeah, they got upgraded. Yeah.
The news people decided that having the news there quickly was more important than having the news there slowly, so they decided to pay faster ships to deliver the news.
It's actually still at a reasonable pace for Spike Drive 2. It's 7.5 days for every 2 hexes.
Oh, and I'm guessing the population of Therid is higher than what it says in the Artemis Black or the sector map.
What does that
It
say?
says Therid says fewer than 1 million inhabitants.
Oh yeah,
So technically, your map says there's more people on Anti than Therid.
Okay, yeah. Some
That could be
recent
wrong.
world building developments have changed both of those. Third has several million.
I'd be surprised if I didn't have more than that from what I. Well, anyways.
I may have to revisit that. And anti. What have I got on my thing here? Population. Oh, yeah. My note says several million irradiated inhabitants on planet.
Ah. Okay, which obviously I don't think that's an option in the sector map. What is
No.
it called? Sector slot number. There we go.
Yeah. But no, I don't really care to go up that way.
Okay. There's one more.
Oh boy.
Nemesis is convinced that it's Mercure Corp's fault entirely.
I mean, we have no proof that it isn't,
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
and the lack of proof is proof itself.
Right.
Of
What's
course.
the other piece of news, Dex?
Here's your other piece of news.
Fighting continues on Conagiris as it always has. And from orbit, we can clearly see that skirmish battles also continue at Gardenia, where just 15 days ago, a young girl's voice carried into the dark of space, pleading for help. What kind of guerrilla resistance stoops to using a child to curry empathy? Yet can manage to hold the line against an overwhelming force for 2 weeks? The kind that's being supplied by a mega, that's what kind. This is James,
Alright.
your watchful eye on Conagiris, reporting for ABNN.
So if they've got pre-tech down there, it's probably still there.
Oh. So here's my problem with these news stories. None of the headlines start with a question that I can immediately say no to.
I'll be sure to include more questions in headlines.
All right. Well, all right. Let's fix that. All right. First one called "Dead Within." Let's make that.
Are
Dead
there dead
Within?
within?
Yeah.
No,
that
there
easy.
isn't.
All right. Second one, Spectre of War. How about Spectre of War? There we go. Now it's
So
got
easy.
questions.
The Nox news headlines have all been movie titles.
Nice.
There we go. Oh, of course. I do that.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see.
That's the end of the news until you guys spend more time anywhere.
Hey, have we
Okay.
heard anything about the new Raza?
You
Same-
haven't.
Same as the old Raza. So last time we heard they were in
All the way down to Nazi.
the Wayne fleet.
Yeah, Henry Station.
Way over there.
I
Pretty sure we got
guarantee
things
you,
about
if
them.
your ship flies nearer to Ozzy, to where the news has spread already, there will probably be news.
Yeah, and we want to go to gun anyway, so we can, get our guns working and then go take care of the new Raza.
Well, possibly. We
Let's
might.
fuck those guys.
Do you want to go to Gun or Meribia?
Personally, I'd rather go to Maribia.
All right.
It looks like we get better stuff from there.
Well, all right. It should just be a couple jumps over there. Then we can give it a go.
Ooh, black ghosts with red eyes. Ooh, this sounds like we definitely want to get some meat bags before we go.
Black ghost with red eyes. Where do you get that?
Okay, so after the ship fell to the planet, the automated defenses were no longer active, but something was down there. The crew of the oversight shuttle sat helplessly as gunshots rang out across the stream. Comms chatter exploded with reports of strange beings, apparent on visual feeds as black ghosts with red eyes. And the
Neat.
captain ordered a tactical fallback to prepare defensive.
Blah 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 blah.
Your
It's
holovids.
fine.
So boring.
Is this from your holovids or something?
This is where they explain the 7 evil X's, and I don't want to read that.
Yeah, we can try heading for hell. We can try heading for Maribia and then go to Gun if you really want to. It's not like we're lacking for
So what are we doing in Maribia?
ships. searching for pre-tech.
Okay, and we had a lead for that there.
Yep.
Okay. I
Yeah,
can't
because
find.
Maribia might have Metaspace pre-tech, and that's what we're looking for to get our
Yep.
drive all fixed up.
The good sweet stuff.
So he also says if we recover the dog tags from the crew, he'll refund our money, and if we recover the ship itself, he'll pay us not nearly enough, but it's worth a shot.
Well, maybe we can just sell the ship to someone who's paying us more.
Oh, this is the information that you got last session.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is this coming from?
Sounds good. Is there anything else we need to cover, Dexter?
Yes. Selling porcelain. Is that still something you guys are wanting to do? Well, selling her ransom.
Yeah. I think
right.
mostly as a matter of earning good faith without exposing us, without putting us in a vulnerable position, right?
There is something I want to cover first,
Okay.
and I assume that Zoe's already started looking around for that.
Yep.
Yes.
While she's doing that, Jai is going to call her up.
What's up?
Zoe, whatever you're doing, drop it immediately and get back to the ship.
I look down at I can't drop my wrench.
I don't care. Get back to the ship and head to the captain's quarters right fucking now.
All right.
Which wrench is that?
Panties in a bunch.
It's Daniel?
David.
Oh, David.
No, this is David. David's
Okay.
slightly smaller. It's my portable wrench.
Okay.
I don't need another person to carry it for me.
I mean, well,
Daniel's important to me, but he's in his rack in the engine room.
I do hope you have all these names noted somewhere.
No.
yeah, because I'm pretty sure I don't remember either name. Those sound like two totally different names.
I remember Daniel.
No, Daniel's the large one. I do remember that.
I could have sworn I had a different name. Oh well, that's okay. It doesn't matter to me.
It's funnier that I just keep changing it.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. So Zoe goes to meet Jai.
Just to be clear, I will pay these dudes for the information.
Okay.
Since we are actually planning on doing it.
Do you want me to repost those in discussion? Is Zoe
Sure.
making all that information available to everyone?
Yeah. I don't see any reason to keep anything.
All right. Carry on with your scene. I'll do this in the background.
Okay.
So I come walking in. What has got your panties in such a bunch?
Sit down.
Are you about to tell me I'm pregnant? Because I do not have time for that. Also, I haven't had any sex.
No, I'm not about to tell you you're pregnant.
Whew. All right. Then I take a seat.
I place the QEDs in front of her. After checking to make sure that there really aren't any cameras in the captain's quarters.
Are
Just in case.
Are these the ones that we pulled out of the vault? Yeah, I mean they're QEDs. What's the big deal?
No, they're not the ones from the vault.
Oh. Where'd you find them? I pick one up and I look at it.
All right, Jai holds up the cylinder thing. In the quarters of a former crew member of this ship.
Huh. Which one?
Would have been the one assigned to... Wait, do we actually know who they're assigned to?
Yes.
Okay. It would have been... Oh, crud. Do we know the names of the person they're assigned to?
Yes. Because I just said yes.
Believe your crime reports listed the green-haired girl 180 as name unknown, identified on Nali Varmita as prison-born orphan Das.
Yeah, but I did get a name from porcelain that I've forgotten?
For the girl, no.
Girl.
No, yeah, I don't think it was just Griffin.
Oh no, it just has green-haired girl.
Yeah.
Good question. It would have been a young green-haired girl, younger than you, even.
Any idea what's on them?
I have some guesses.
Hmm. How
Guess
many-
is everything.
I count them out. Well, which of us gets to be the guinea pig?
Great
1, 2, 3,
question.
not it. I put my finger on my nose. Looks like it's you.
Were there any sorts of marking or markers or indications of whose? Dex?
There were not.
Okay.
But you're able to. I mean, you're able to view them like off a like a screen, right?
Yeah, you're able to. So Jai remembers from Jai and Zoe both remember from their their analyses of these that you can plug them into a data slab, and they interface with the data slab in such a way that gives you some information about what's on it. You can't view anything, any of the memories that are in there. That's way too deep for a data slab to show to you. It doesn't have a brain. But whatever information whoever linked them had put into the data slab when they were linked is going to be available. And this
metadata, I imagine.
Yeah, let me expand a little bit because I didn't go into this much detail when you were doing it with the Horclaw. Linking it to a person, and I apologize, this is something that you may have influenced some of your thoughts earlier. So linking it to a person is as kind of easy, dangerously easy as you plug it into the data slab that brings out the QED interface, and you tell the QED interface, tell the QED through the interface what you're doing, and it kind of guides you through linking it to the subject that you want, which is kind of like circling the person's brain with the QED while it's still in the data slab, and it'll tell you if it's got a good link without any interference from other nearby bodies. Once it has that link, it doesn't need to stay in that subject's immediate vicinity. The range is not, it's not, you can't put it off the ship on a different planet, but it is a good range, depending on the subject, up to 100 meters or so. And once you've activated it once you've activated, linked, and then activated the QED while it's plugged into the data slab, it is supposed to then trigger the next time its linked subject goes into the right brainwave state.
I see.
Yeah, again, I apologize. It can be activated at a distance is something that you guys should have been able to figure out. It's not obvious in the interface, but your characters are smart enough that they would have been able to see, hey, we can stand pretty far away from this thing and it still says it can be activated.
Okay.
All right. So in that case, let's see. If I were to plug in Porcelain's thing, it'd probably just connect to Porcelain from where it is.
Well, once the subject falls out of the correct brain state, the link is gone. You have to relink it. The memories are all still there. The memories are QED and other space. But it'll just tell you on your data slab whatever, like when you did this for the Horclaw, you can type in subject Horclaw, Android stupid little pet, and then whatever other information you want to be accessible when you plug in that QED again. So whoever did these, whatever information they typed in, That's what you got.
All right, let's go through them and see what they typed in then.
Okay. I pull up the old data pad and I get to work.
I'll go ahead and do mine as well. Start looking through these.
Okay. Let me just type this out for you.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Did I miscount? Because I'm noticing on my list there's no telekinetic guy. Were there actually 9 people here?
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, there should be 9.
Mhm.
I did miscount because there were 6 players that we started with, and 3 additional.
Yep.
Oh.
You done fucked up. I've lost all faith in you. I can no longer play in this game.
Oh no, I fixed it. I added another name.
Oh, okay,
Girl.
good. Whew. She is a mean girl. She tried to shoot at us.
Cap, Mean Girl, Gianna. That's your captain mom.
Yep.
Uh,
And mean girl is obviously me. Shut up.
yeah. All right. Percy, Calvin, me, Android, Doc, TK. Well, Doc is very clear. Doc should hopefully be obvious.
Yeah, it's definitely not you because you're not a doctor.
Yeah.
Shut up, Zoe.
What's the red?
Look, there's a reason mine was mean girl. I gotta live up to it.
Yeah.
Or live down to it? I don't know.
How low can you go?
Depends on how high
Android.
you consider money to be.
Gee, I think we can figure out Android as well.
Yeah, Android's also pretty obvious. Yeah, Percy. That's
So why did she do this to us? Although, if you have to be in a certain state of mind, obviously Doc was in on it. Doc, why did you betray us?
I wouldn't have needed to be involved. It's pretty easy to set the stasis chamber to this if you have any sort of technical know-how.
So it was Cat Porcelain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Almost
hard
certainly.
assume that, yeah.
Well, we could find out.
What, we want to practice on the captain first?
No.
We practice on
could
you?
No, we can Dex, we can observe memories of other people, right?
Yes, you can.
Right. Why don't we check out me first?
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to go ahead and select that.
Okay.
The subject me, not Doc.
Oh, subject me first. Gotcha.
Because that's not confusing.
Well, I'm sorry she made bad file names.
At least she didn't name them who, he, they.
Yeah, oh
be
yeah.
extra
All
confusing.
right, so we've got God.
Look, who's in the first chip? No, who's
Yep.
in the second chip? What's in the first chip?
God.
That's what I'm
No.
asking.
No, what's second?
Oh, that would have been wonderful. I'll have to remember that for
So
my
who's
next
got-
playthrough.
So who's on first? Right. Naturally. Naturally he's on first. No, first is who?
So who's on first?
Oh,
Naturally.
Oh god.
Okay.
Why I oughta.
So accessing these, even viewing them, does require you to take a little bit of a little trip into sedation. It is not nearly as extensive as trying to recover. And I have actually put in what the time frames are for recoveries. I went and added more detail for you guys. Thank you.
Yay.
For what it's worth, before we really start getting into this, I think it might be worthwhile to just put trying to sell Portia Linda anyone on hold and just maybe start moving systems before we do that at this point, because I don't know what I want to do with her if we have her memories here. But if people want to keep selling her even with us having her memories, then I'm not super opposed to that.
Xander?
No, I mean this changes everything. We have to give everybody their memories back.
Once we figure out what's going on, I kind of want to take a look at Captain's memories before we give Captain her memories back.
Yeah, I forgot that you're big, like, you like knowledge, but you like you having knowledge more than you like other people having knowledge.
Well, yeah, it's not really knowledge if I don't know it.
Uh-huh.
Xander, Zoe knows that this location, Holo, this mercenary swarm, is the best place for.
To sell. Yeah, if we're gonna sell her, we got to do it here.
Yeah.
All right.
Otherwise,
Okay.
you get maybe 3 ships in a space station, and odds are none of them want anything to do with her.
Yeah, the other ones are like, wait, bounties? What? No, get out of here. We don't even have any guns on this ship. And then we go, you don't have any guns on that ship? Well, give us your cargo because we have guns on this ship.
How long do you think it'll take us to prowl through these, or at least a couple of these, then, Dex?
According to what documentation you have from the Trin when you were on Shade, viewing is fairly quick. Viewing somebody else's is going to put you under for a minute for each trip is the best translation. And
you ready to trip balls?
Well, each memory is essentially what it comes out to.
Okay.
Now,
all right.
Some of the other area in which I've expanded this is somehow when I was writing all this up, like 2 years ago, I hadn't ever thought that the players might just use this to find out what this person had for breakfast the day that they lost their memory, or that what they were doing on that last day. So, in addition to the dominant and like vivid memories that will surge to the surface, you guys can go searching for other memories. It's just much more difficult.
Cool. I want the key codes to the ship. The captain level or the owner level key codes.
You might be able to find that.
We'll be able to look into that when we start doing those ones. But I think it might be safest just to check out me first, because we don't risk an accidental connection with Portia Lynn where we are right now.
Sure.
Do you have someone capable of doctoring on standby, just in case?
No.
That is
Not
a
really.
risk that is presented in the literature you got from.
Yeah. I suppose I might be able to set up like the auto dock to just wake me up with
Before you go.
before I go with a good shot of adrenaline if need be, but that's a pretty big risk.
Fine. I'll be the guinea pig. God damn it.
Thank you, Zoe.
Fucking hate this job. Richest person on the goddamn ship, and I'm the one who has to be the goddamn guinea pig. God damn it.
Well, would you prefer we have one of the other guinea pigs do it? We could throw Nemesis in here.
No, Nemesis is my friend. She's not a guinea pig.
We could throw Charlie in here.
Aw.
Charlie. Now, Charlie would be a good guinea pig.
None of these memories are mine. I'm not compatible.
It doesn't matter if you're just viewing them.
There is some compatibility issues with viewing them, aren't there?
Yes, with viewing other memories, it's less straining if you're similar in if the person that is viewing them is generally similar, same gender, no major evolutionary genetic differences. So, for example, the Trin, although they're also kind of immune to the death thing, near in age, are all kind of traits that come into play here.
Okay,
Alright,
which is
so-
more important, being nearer in age or in gender? Because
In
Doc
both cases,
Doc and Captain are both old as fuck, so.
in both cases, you're the best suited to do me.
What?
The subject.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, Doc, that ain't happening, Doc.
Phrasing.
We already had this
Oh.
conversation, remember?
Did we? Is
Yeah.
this a conversation we had?
Look, I made it very clear at the beginning that this was a professional relationship, and that was it.
Shut up and get in the fucking stasis chamber.
You won't actually need the stasis chamber just for viewing. You just need to sedate her.
Did I
My
say-
bad. If you want stasis chamber,
You gotta keep them sedated.
All right, no, we'll just keep her sedated normally.
okay. That yeah, as a side benefit, that also allows you to keep her in the med bay.
Yeah.
All right. So now, as a player question, with these memories, since when you start getting to your own characters, they may be very personal to the character. I am willing to go either way, either taking the viewer aside so that the rest of you can't hear what the memory is, unless of course you join us on Twitch, or just having everything out in the open and trusting all the players with the out of character, in character knowledge split. What's more fun for you guys? It's not I shouldn't have put trust in there, but what's more fun for you?
I would prefer to just have everybody, like, I don't care if everybody finds out that my character was an asshole, because my character was an asshole.
Yeah,
And
we
still
we already know that.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
Not much has changed.
Okay, so here's my question.
Mhm.
Will putting the memories back change, like, how we should play the character?
If you recover memories, then yes, I will be having that discussion with you about how that should affect the character.
So
Like, if we
it-
recover the memories, do they reintegrate into our personalities, or do we remember them as seeing them through the QED?
I think you described this to me, Dex, as it depends on whether you like either actively recover them or like you can just watch them, but if they're yours, there's a risk of them forcibly reintegrating themselves.
Yes.
If you're not careful.
So there's 3 different levels of recovery. The safe recovery is the one that I added just recently because I decided that the other 2 were they're too strong arm. I didn't like them. I didn't like what they did to the players. What you're talking about there of them being forced back to you is the biggest risk of viewing your own memories is that they want to come back to you, and if you don't resist it, then they may all surge back in like a traffic jam of spaghettification memories. It's called a messy recovery, and it's over within seconds. That is literally in my notes. It's over within seconds. It causes...
So the character just dies.
No, the messy recovery is the way you live. It does cause permanent system strain, and it is the absolute most jarring change to the character because the memories come back, missing some relevant context, painted in broad strokes, and absent a lot of time context. So everything feels as if it's new. This is especially bad for those vivid bad memories or traumatic memories because they are once again vivid as if they just happened. When you're viewing your own, if you give in to the incoming rush, you get that messy recovery. If you don't give in, you risk dying from the system strain it causes you.
Right, but so you basically, if you're viewing your memories, you have to make some sort of mental save or you're screwed.
Yes. It's a little bit different. It's a different mechanic than just a save and throw, but that is still the gist of it.
All right, is there any way to like deal with that on a medical level? Like if you notice it happening, you can just wake them up or something?
No, because that's where it's over within seconds. It really is. It's all occurring in their brain, and once that cascade starts, there's no way to separate it. What you can do from on a medical level is let them die and revive them. That is actually the best option for.
Do you mean
dealing with
like Redivivus sheath revive or like resuscitate?
Resuscitate.
Have you tried turning them off and on again?
Yeah.
Right. So and we don't have anyone any other doctors here other than Jai, which is a problem for him.
Death through the
I mean, we could hire a real doctor.
Good.
Yeah.
Death through the brain death is something that it just basically it stops your brain. And from what Jai can read, in fact, why don't you go ahead and give me a heal check?
Is it
Okay.
necessary or is it like a below 10 thing?
I
can go ahead and give it to you, but
it feels like it would be a 10. Well, thanks for rolling anyways. Yeah, it feels like something that Jai should be able to. So here's the thing. I'll say that the heal check was just for him to have very quickly understood it and comprehensively understood it, but he would have known this anyways.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me get up to here. Here's my my blurb on the system strain. If the system strain damage takes the character above their maximum, they die. The brain seizes up and all organs begin to fail. This can be remedied with sufficiently advanced medical facilities. The Roz's medbay qualifies. The first check is free. A competent doctor and or the equipment in the Roza medbay can safely bring the character back with no lingering damage beyond the specter of death and threat of eternal misery among memories. The first time. Any character that exceeds their max a second or more times, and this is through their lifetime, requires a heal check starting at 6 and increasing by 2 each subsequent time. So your guys' risk of death from initial exploration is very low. You've got a very competent doctor.
Unless I'm the one who goes under to recover my own memories.
And even then, somebody with a basic heal, such as your ship crew, who are expected to have all the ship skills at 0, will be able to use the medbay that you guys have once. After that, they would have to roll.
Right. Okay.
So it's not as bad as I've made it out to be. The worst for you guys is going to be the system strain, and that's only if you start getting into battles right away.
Gotcha.
All right.
So, who is going under me?
It's probably has to be Zoe, I think.
It's gotta be me. That was a pop music reference from the 90s. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I thought it's gonna be me.
Shh. Why are you so toxic?
I mean, you could have made that work. In fact, it works even better than it's gotta be me.
Shut up.
All right, I'm putting her under.
Are you alerting any of the other crew to what's going on here?
Nah, fuck them.
I tell Nemesis, hey Nemesis, we're about to do some mind magic shit. If I don't come back out, you have my permission to kill the captain. As a matter of fact, I require that you kill the captain.
Which captain? The legal captain or the current captain?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm probably not going to be killing anyone.
Nemesis, you're not living up to your name. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Not directly.
Come on. I know you put those safeguards in, so you could vent any part of the ship at any time.
Yeah, sure.
All I'm asking is if I die, you use them to kill the captain.
And now Nemesis is wondering, are there safeguards? Oh shit, did Android put those in?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean,
Oh, they're safeguards.
I mean, but like Android's mostly won over a Nemesis trust at this point.
Okay.
Mostly. But you're right, you're right. Maybe there's somewhere in the back of my head I'm wondering, wait, I should check that.
All right, let me get the memory music queued up.
Ooh,
Memory music.
special memory music.
Special memory music.
Memory.
Oh god. Oh god. Kill me now.
That would be hilarious, but I can't do that.
Yeah, copyright. Come on, bruh. You trying to get the Twitch stream DMC DMCA? DMC. Yeah, I think it's
That's
DMCA.
it. DMCA.
Yeah.
Okay. Zoe is given sedatives. You've linked the QED for me in a different way than the extract, the viewing mode, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And that might be a little too loud.
Wouldn't it be
What?
nice to still have an empath for these things?
I mean, we could go dig her up. We know where she is. And, I mean, she'd probably be pretty interested in the fact that we have.
Yeah,
her
I
QED.
think we might actually be obligated to go back that way to pick them up.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Although we might find out that we fucking hate them. So. you
Yeah.
know.
Go ahead and check.
All right. Let's see. We've got the same gender, no major evolutionary genetic differences.
Oh, there's genetic differences.
No major evolutionary genetic differences.
Oh, okay.
Near an
Look, she's
age.
She's a Neanderthal. Where I am a shining princess.
Yeah, no, the QED is proving that false. Sorry.
Well, I mean, even machines can be wrong.
Well, every princess was an upjumped peasant once.
Yeah, but a peasant with a sword.
As
You don't-
Zoe falls deep into grogginess and then the slumber that the sedation takes her.
Tell my wrenches I love them.
I give her more drugs.
You know what a hypercube is, right?
Yes.
All right.
That's what you
Character.
use for money.
The character can see personality-shaping experiences from inside a vertiginous hypercube. Each of these memories unfolding and distorting in front of Zoe in an unfocused haze. These memory fragments that she's seeing feel like they're drawing her into them.
Mm-hmm. I look for any that look like, her putting a cube on somebody, specifically me. I wanna know what was happening when she was like, I'm gonna take all my friends' memories, cause fuck them. Except for she's probably like, I don't want to do it. Why are they making me?
See. It.
What would me do?
What would me do?
There's a thinking in that direction. Zoe sees one of these kind of wispy memories seems to become less distorted, more focused.
All right. Yeah, enhance.
She can see something about. It looks like porcelain, and it looks like Griffin Cage.
Mm-hmm.
But from this distance, she can't get any real detail about it, and it's already starting to fade back into the background. Is she trying to reach out for it?
Yeah. Let's get deep into this.
Okay. Fog swirls around her in physical sensations as well as mental flips, twists, and loop-de-loops. Feels like her perception and perspective are shared in half and split into multiple fragments.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's all mentally vomit-inducing. Thankfully, she is sedated, so she can't.
Well, and I mean, you don't have an intestinal tract in your mind, right?
Right. As she reaches for it and it comes into greater clarity, here's what you get. It is a fleeting memory, just a glimpse. Porcelain and another man on the ship planning how to kill Calvin Rick, known to them as Griffin Cage, undercover Galactic Mandate officer. And there's a flood of warmth thinking about him, recalling their intellectual banter, his and this memories, and his encouragement when the others barely acknowledged her, along with a heartfelt promise that she would find a better place.
I mean, is that better place in hell? Like, sounds like he's trying to, butter her up so he could betray her.
No, the memory is actually positive, aside from that initial fear. The other man.
Okay, so why are they talking about killing her friend in front of her? Is she like hidden?
She's hidden.
Okay. So she's like listening in the vents or something.
She is listening in the vents as Zoe explores her memory surroundings. She can see that this is a vent. The other man was Percy.
Percy.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Walter.
I reckon? Oh, of course it was Walter. God damn it, Walter. No wonder he didn't want to go back.
Typical Walter.
Walter has a plan to kill everyone he knows.
And from the context of their conversation, which glitches backwards and then loops again, it feels like they've just recently discovered or confirmed that he's actually undercover Galactic Mandate. That Griffin Cage is undercover Galactic Mandate.
Okay. So she saved her friend by mind blanking everybody else that she knows. Awesome. I'm really warming up to this lady.
You take one system strain.
Wait, I thought the first one was free.
No, the first death is free.
Great. Awesome. All right. Well, let's see. What else is important?
So I'll tell you what's swirling around, and if you don't want any of those,
Sure.
then you can try and swim deeper for more specific information.
Swim deeper into cyberspace.
There is a dominant. Oops, I actually should have rolled for that, I think. Hang on real quick. Let me look at my notes again here.
Sure.
Oh. Any character viewing someone else's memories can make a mental save to view the memory they want.
Okay.
Well, okay. You succeeded your first mental save.
Yeah, I saw the thing I wanted. Kind of. Not really.
Oh yeah, true.
I saw around the thing I wanted.
You
I
did.
got the answer I wanted without seeing the thing that.
So the dominant memory is kind of a it feels like a life changing and molding memory. That there's just it's pervasive and invading every space that Zoe tries to look in. There's something about a repair shop. That's about all she can see.
What kind of repairs? This is
Uh,
Zoe, so I would know.
well, she can't really see. She's only gathering that it's a repair shop from vague bits of context. There's not even any evidence from what she can see that there are repairs. It's just that's her assumption already. There is something about kids.
Does the memory feel paternal towards the kids, or maternal? I guess would be more accurate.
Family-like, not maternal, but family-like.
Yeah, brothers and sisters or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That actually seems to pervade a few of these swirling memories. And then more vents and an airlock.
Is the airlock opening ominously to the blackness of space?
You can't see from this distorted distance.
For an important memory, it's not very clear.
And none of them are clear until you actually reach out for them.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. Let's find out what her important memory is. Let's really dig deep into this girl's psyche.
Okay.
Find out why her hair is green.
Which of these are you considering her important memory? The one that's ebbing and weaving into all the others?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't one memory. That was like multiple different memories.
That was multiple different memories.
Oh, so I get the repair shop or the airlock, not both.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were saying they were the same memory, and I was like, ooh, rough. Girl did not have a happy family life if they all got airlocked. So yeah, let's find out about the airlock.
Okay. Well, let's do this right this time. Go ahead and give me a mental save.
No, you. Hang on. Mental save. I just click on it, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Zoe is able to kind of play her own ship knowledge in, and almost like she is crawling through vents herself to get to this memory.
Interesting.
1 second here. Okay. Ventilation shafts humming with power, clean and safe for now. The crew of the ship, its captain in particular, is hard-hearted and prone to violence, but the hunger is gnawing. Memory flashes to a klutzy stumble, a jarring crack on the head, then hours stretching to eternity sealed in an airlock, pleading and crying while men and women vote on her life. The final word comes from Portia Lynn with a warning. If you ever start crying again, it's straight to the airlock.
Wow.
She was on the receiving end of that hunger, that crack on the head.
Yeah. I get the gist. She played a little bit too much Among Us and got on the bad end of that.
But Dex, who voted who?
Oh yeah, do we know the votes? Did she know the votes?
Tell us, Dex. Give us some hints at our personality.
Well, Jai would have voted yes. Well, I guess maybe current Jai would. I don't know about old Jai.
Yeah, here's my current theory. Everyone else was way more of an asshole, except Jai, who was the nicest person ever before.
Yeah, Jai's the one who's like, no, we shouldn't blow up this fucking, whatever.
It's unethical.
It would be wrong on so many levels.
It's against my oaths.
Here, let me tell you a million reasons and all this backup knowledge that I have that would help you make a decision. Your personality's completely flipped. Amazing. You don't actually have to make up the votes. If you could just say that she didn't know. It would be interesting if she did know, though.
She doesn't.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough. We just get to speculate some more.
Well, we don't get
Does the airlock look
congratulations,
familiar?
little warrior moment.
The airlock
that-
does look familiar.
Yeah, is it one of ours?
It
It's
is.
on the Raza? Ah.
Is it the port or starboard one?
Yes.
I mean, there's 2 on the port, so.
Take 4 system strain.
4?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You're taking 1d8 each time.
All right, well, now I'm at 5. I'm at half system strain.
You want to keep delving, or you just want to vibe for a bit until you wake up?
I feel like, Can I just sort of ride the memory waves without taking system strain, or if I look at memories, I will take system strain?
Riding the memory waves gives you no context, no real information.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't glean anything from it.
Oh, I guess, could you clarify quick? If you reach max system strain while in someone else's memories, do you die still?
Yes.
Okay,
Death is for reaching max system strain.
got it.
Look, I'm not real big on pain, so I feel like at this point I'd be like, I'm out. Tap, 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 tap.
Yeah, I assume Jai's probably got her hooked up to, crud, what's the term for that thing?
EKG.
Yeah, an EKG. And
Monitors,
it's probably,
essentially.
yeah.
Y-
It's
you-
probably monitoring their...
Look, she's hooked up to a machine that goes beep every once in a while, and the beeping has gotten more insistent.
A good visual is actually the Matrix when they're plugged in and they're under intense stress inside the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
Their bodies are reflecting that stress. In
Right.
fact, I can't believe I didn't think about that parallel before.
Okay, yeah. All right,
Okay.
so Jai's picking up that she's under pretty significant stress at this point and is making the call to just wake her up.
All right, it's important that when I wake up, the first thing I say, I look directly at Jai and I say, Jai, I know Kung Fu.
No, you don't.
It's true. It's accurate. I don't.
Okay.
That was a wild ride, though. Let me tell you all about it, and then I word vomit all over him. And then I
great.
actually vomit all over him.
Yeah, he's used to this at this point. Yeah, that's about right.
All right, so how long does it take for system strain to go away? Because that's going to be the
One a
timeline.
day.
Okay, so in 5 more days, I can actually look at my stuff.
Let's see. Huh. So yeah, what's your interpretation at this point, Zoe? Do you still want to hand the captain over to these mercenaries?
I mean, it would be a good way to get her away from us for a while. But, I mean, giving her her memories back. Although, she seems like a real asshole even before her memories, so...
Well, she's not the one with the name Mean Girl.
Yeah, okay, look, it's a movie reference. Don't worry about it. I assume we're up to, like, Mean Girls 50 at this point in the timeline. Oh, no,
51 actually.
It's been restarted a couple times.
No,
I
it's a
assume.
show now.
Oh, Mean Girls, a TV show?
Yeah.
Nice.
And every 4 seasons, they start with a new group of Mean Girls.
Yeah, that tracks. That tracks.
Yep.
They even did a crossover season with The Walking Dead.
That was the best season.
It wasn't very popular, though. They only got 1 season out of that.
The scene where she asked the zombie about her nose, and then the other girl was like, "You can't ask somebody what's wrong with their nose." That was just so good.
Aye. Great.
Look, if he's gonna make off the cuff comments about TV shows, I'm gonna fill them in.
Fair enough.
Just
All
laying
right.
them
Um.
in. I don't know what to do. Like, honestly, this is all pretty heavy shit. Yeah. Like, we all seem like real assholes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But I mean, I told you everything. What do you think we should do? Captain.
That is the trick, isn't it? I'm going to go speak with her.
Oh god, this sounds like a terrible idea.
No, wait. No, yeah, that is a bad idea.
Yeah, because what are you gonna say to her? Hey, we found your memories, but we're not gonna give them to you.
Yeah, that's not going to fly.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we should bring the rest of the major partners up to speed, though.
Fine.
Mostly because it feels kind of weird that this is just the two of us and everybody else is just kind of standing in the background.
Yeah. All right. Nemesis, get down here. Charlie.
We have some bad news.
Bad
Not-
news.
Possibly. Probably.
Maybe.
Possibly, maybe, probably.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's bad news. But unless
Well, it's probably bad news. We have our memories. Some of them. In
Good.
chip format.
That's good. Don't those things mess with your head real bad? That's not what
yeah.
you're saying. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Further bad news. We're pretty sure Zoe's memories are listed under the title Mean Girl.
Oh, like that TV show?
Yeah, it's like the TV show.
almost exactly like the TV show.
It's not a promising title.
Indeed.
Nope.
Share all the names.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
give the list of names.
Well, at least Android's still just Android.
Yeah. Here's what I think we should do. You should finish trading off Portia Lynn, and then before we hand her over, we'll tell her to meet up with us again once she's spoken with Bishop about this issue. Or well, dang it.
Do we let Portia Lynn know that we've got her memories?
No, if we're going to trade her over, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just so annoying. There's so many complications with these things, isn't there?
Yeah.
On the other hand,
Guess that's why it's Maltech.
we do know who's responsible for this.
Can we? Do you think maybe we should try and find her?
The green-haired girl?
Yeah.
It might not be a bad idea. Last Portia Lynn said she was on the what was it again? Crud.
Starbase.
The Starbase, yes. She was on the
Oh, yeah,
star base with
the
her, and probably transported to Hyperion's station with Griffin Cage.
That's right. So I think it's time to stage a breakout.
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying it since we first started, since we first learned where they were. Breakout, 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 break. I look at the other people like, come on, chant it with me. Breakout, break. No? All right, fine.
So that was you're talking about breaking out the Griffin and the green-haired girl.
Yeah.
They are imprisoned by a galactic mandate.
Yep.
Yep.
Wasn't Griffin a galactic mandate agent?
Yep. So
Huh.
why is he still in prison?
Yeah.
Hmm. I take off my hat. I look at the skull on it. Wait, are we the baddies?
It's not impossible. More pertinently, like the question of what to do with Portia Lynn remains.
I think we should get rid of her. I don't want her on the ship. I don't like her on the ship. After watching that memory of her voting whether or not to kill some girl, even less.
Weren't you there?
She
Possible.
might be useful in the breakout.
Yeah, but she would have to be convinced that it's worth it, right? How you doing on that convincing talk?
Not great.
Yeah. So we get halfway in, she shoots us in the head, and then she leaves and takes the Raza.
Well, I've always wanted to, plan a prison breakout.
Breakout, breakout, breakout.
In that case, I think it might be wisest to trade her off and then tell her to meet up with us again at some point.
Yeah, we give her a burner phone and say we'll call her.
Mm-hmm.
And she has to keep it because it's the only way she has to track us. Right? Or she might get rid of it. I don't know. If she does get rid of it, screw her.
Well, we'll tell her to meet up with us at some point.
Yeah. Well,
She'll find us either way.
yeah. She'll track us down. Don't worry about it. Look, we want to be besties, but you really want to kill us, so we're gonna let you find your way back to your boss the long way. All right, goodbye.
Of the belief that letting her go is just a bad plan.
I mean, we could just drop her on a planet, yeah, and just leave her there. But if we could get some money out of it, that's a little bit of a bonus,
Yeah. Go ahead and finish your trade deal. I'll see if I can try looking through the rest of these.
How you gonna do that, boss? And when she
With
says
my
boss,
mind.
when she says boss, you can tell she's being as sarcastic as possible. There's no hint of respect there. She is calling you boss to emphasize the fact that you are not the boss.
With my brain, Zoe.
Well, at least it'll be useful for something.
Go back to work.
All right. Yeah, I go back to trying to do the trade.
Okay. I'm actually gonna. Oh, I was just about to focus over there, so I'll get to Meowkin in a minute.
Sure.
With that, I am gonna focus off of Jai and Zoe for a minute.
Oh, thank God, I really have to pee. I'll be right back.
Okay. Nox, what is Charlie doing after this strange little meeting in the med bay? Oh, this was in the captain's quarters, wasn't it?
Probably.
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the whole memory thing never really was on my radar. For the most part, I just wasn't even aware that these people didn't have memories.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that was just you guys it's like watching a drama.
And actually, Meowkin, I thought you were stepping away, so I'll include you here.
Oh.
Nemesis
Nami.
and Nemesis. Yes,
Nemesis.
Nemesis.
That's what I'm really hungry.
Nemesis and Nex. Apparently, shipping or something. Nemesis and Nox. They've just had this strange meeting about memories in captain's quarters with Zoe and Jai, and apparently even Portia Lynn's memories are in there. Is there any conversation between them as they walk away from that scene?
Not within earshot of my employers, but
Can't imagine why not.
I can't shake the feeling that these people are all whacked.
It's really entertaining though, isn't it? It's like, will they, won't they? I know it's not the usual meaning of will they, won't they, but
Yeah, will they, won't they kill each other?
will they, won't they kill us?
Yeah,
Hilarious.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that's their decision. Hopefully.
Yep, and Meow comes
Discord.
back.
Yeah, but Discord's freaking out.
Yeah.
Their decision booted.
How dare you let us make our own decision?
Yeah, I don't really know what to expect if they do recover their memories. They could be totally different people, or should I be worried about that? I probably should. No, think about it. This could
Primitive
affect me.
acting game.
I'm sorry, Nox. I didn't hear what Charlie said there.
I made a joke. It was not important.
Okay.
No, all jokes are important. Tell us the joke.
Said, what is this? Some sort of primitive acting game?
Yes, and it's also something else.
Yes, and are we doing improv now? Well, I guess technically we are.
I'll go ahead and get my +1 blade of apathy.
Huh. Maybe I should make an escape plan. This is Spike Drive on the Marauder, right? Maybe I should have a contingency plan just in case, they do go crazy after they recover their memories. But I can maintain 2 plans.
Is Nemesis including Charlie in this plan?
Yeah, sure. If Charlie wants in, while we're talking about, like, hey, how about we make a contingency plan to get the heck off this ship in case they do go crazy?
That seems like a pretty good idea at this point.
Okay. I don't know if I really care about detailing it much more than hijacking the Marauder.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
I will have that plan in perpetuity until I need a second plan for something else.
Okay. Nemesis and I called him Nox earlier. Sorry about that. Nemesis and Charlie, kind of shuffle off to ponder over this contingency plan as if it's not really a plan, but it's totally really a plan.
Yeah. That's not one I hope to have to use. And it sounded like they weren't, they're not jumping face first into recovering their memories and going crazy, so.
Yeah. No,
I'm hopeful
Give
that I
us
wouldn't
that.
need it. But, it doesn't hurt to have a plan. It's kind of like, the whole have a plan to kill everyone you meet. Not that that's Nemesis philosophy, that was Walter's, but have a plan to escape your possibly going to go crazy employers.
All right. Xander, you back?
Yo, yeah, I've been back for a while.
Okay. So the searching around that Zoe gets to do on who really wants to take Portia Lynn, how much information is Zoe giving to these potential buyers of the ransom?
That we have a high value ransom that we are unequipped to hold. and that we're willing to take pennies on the ransom.
Okay. One problem that Zoe is facing in all of these is that there's no actual documentation of the ransom from Spectrestar or any other place. So unless she refers to Portia Lynn and shows evidence that they have Portia Lynn and they can look up the reward for her,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of skepticism. It sounds, it would sound a lot like a scam. Hey, I've got this high value target. I can't tell you who's willing to pay her ransom. I can't prove that they're willing to pay her ransom.
Mm-hmm.
So how is Zoe sweetening this deal or trying to break through that obstacle?
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm going to give you a little time to think about it, and I'll go back to Jai for a minute.
Well, I feel like Zoe would know the answer to that question, but Xander doesn't.
Well, I'm just looking for basically a direction a little bit. I know that Zoe is going to be able to handle it a lot better than the player will, just because
Yeah.
Zoe has the contextual information. So once I know what direction you want her to go, I'll handle the rest of it with a roll.
Like, basically, I'm
They're
trying
gonna
to.
figure out it's Portia Lynn anyway. Maybe give some.
Yeah, I mean. I don't know. I'm having a hard time, I guess.
Yep. Here's my suggestion would be you can pay, saying you can pay us once you see her.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's not a sight unseen. It's a you have to agree to take her, and then we'll.
It'll and make it very clear that it'll be very obvious why she's this valuable once you see her.
Yeah.
Okay, so then with this, would you be bringing prospective buyers onto the ship to see her either on a video looking into the cell or showing a data slab? Are you going to show them in person? How much access are you given?
I think it if you really make it clear here, they definitely don't have to pay until they've agreed to the deal and you've showed them who it
Yeah,
is when they actually go for delivery.
Yeah, so I'll show them a video, but they do not get to meet her until they pay us because she's immediately going to be like, "Hey, I'll give you $7 bajillion if you immediately shoot these people in the head."
What?
So,
Why?
so I'm
why
not.
would she do that?
Oh, because she's a terrible fucking person. She hates us.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm kind of at the point where I don't really care if she likes us back anymore. I just want to get rid of her.
Okay.
How do you know that Captain Mom wasn't even worse, Zoe?
Because Captain Mom wasn't worse?
How do you know she was here for one session?
She seemed all right.
Eh.
I mean, to be honest, how do we know we're not?
Let's go ahead and get a trade roll from Zoe. Either trade or connect.
Let's do trade. Because
Okay.
that one's already 3d6, and I don't have to do anything about it. It's exactly the same roll.
Okay.
Charisma.
Yeah.
Okay. It takes a few hours to try and massage this, so that you're not giving too much information, but you're leading enough that
people are actually interested.
Yeah, people are actually interested in seeing what you've got to offer and don't think that you're just trying to scam them into some kind of ambush. The fact that this is taking place in the mercenary swarm actually gives them more confidence because that kind of thing would be met with swift retaliation.
Yeah, well, and if your word's not worth anything in a mercenary swarm, where's it worth anything, right?
That's actually fairly true. There's a lot of honor among thieves kind of mentality here, even though they're not all thieves. And you fielded a handful of offers, the risk is really high. So my off the cuff a million credits that I threw out last session is way off the
Shrinking.
mark.
Yeah, shrinking by the second. All right, yeah, fair enough.
There are a couple people who are willing to be paid to transport her, and then will, share, agree to share in the reward afterwards.
I
And
don't
there
trust
are
that at all.
a couple that are willing to pay 100,000 or 250,000. Two different traders, obviously,
Mhm.
for this, but each of them express big concerns over the risk that they would be taking, and that's why they're not willing to pay more to transfer this.
Sure.
They see betrayal not from you guys, but from every other contact that they meet going forward.
Yeah, until they. She's worth a lot of money, but she is a poison pill, and we just got to convince somebody to pay us to let them swallow her.
Oh yeah, there's like a 80% chance, I'd say, that all those people end up dead after they take her on.
Which is why they should pay us all of their money, because they're going to be dead. They can't spend it anyway.
Right.
Do you care about how well they're able to handle her?
Yeah, I mean, I want them to, delay her for some amount of time.
Okay.
So kind of, I guess.
Okay. Why don't you give me a notice wisdom check?
Oh, please tell me I brought somebody along who's better at noticing than just myself.
I don't know.
Hey,
Did you?
Charlie, you came along, right?
I mean,
Jack-
Jack's there.
Epsilon.
Epsilon's
have.
not here. We're gonna have to go with the current players.
Oh, well, I think Jack's the only one that's got notice.
Hey,
I've
Jack,
got
you
notice.
you came along,
Oh.
right?
Oh, Knox.
Yeah,
Or
Charlie does.
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, okay, I would have brought Charlie.
Yeah, you need to bring some sort of muscle.
Well,
So,
it's somebody who can get me out of there.
Nah,
I'll
Charlie's
get
more
that
of a
way.
brains over bronze sort of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got
Right,
some
yeah.
combat capability.
you say with my 6 intelligence.
No, I was actually talking about your psychic powers, but
Oh, yep. That'll do it.
Okay. Nox, go ahead and give me a notice wisdom for Charlie.
Notice wisdom, no modifier. Wait,
Actually, with Charlie, if you want, you could instead roll sneak.
Okay. That will instead roll sneak.
Still wisdom though.
Sneak wisdom. All right. Going back, dex to whiz. It's the same roll.
I like that we've all just collectively decided to assume that she's just gonna steamroll whoever we drop her on.
I mean, it's porcelain.
There are some security concerns with the crew that is offering 250,000. Based on what little Charlie sees of their interior and their crew in the video conference, they may not be able to adequately control and contain her. In fact, it's very likely that they will not be able to.
Okay. Well, I let them know that we'll be in touch. We're fielding multiple offers. We'll let them know.
Okay.
And then I go directly to the 100,000 people and say, "Okay, she's your problem now. Here."
Right.
And then ditch, dip, duck, dive. Get out of here.
All right.
And if you're gonna check out the 100,000 people, they might be just as bad, but offering less money.
No, that was a roll for all the offers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I assumed. So I'm glad that's actually true.
Yeah.
Right.
Can you imagine if the lower offer was also worse security?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll escape immediately from these guys. Oh well, that sounds good.
Just uncuff her on the ship, whatever.
Part of the reason that they offered less is because they know they know security better.
Yep.
They're not underestimating her.
We literally put her in the airlock, dock with them, open the airlock, kick her through.
You hear gunfire. It's like, okay, not our problem.
Oh boy.
Habeas corpus.
Before she goes,
I think that's habeas corpses.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yay.
yeah.
Sorry, Lulu, go ahead.
Before she goes, I guess I'll just let her know that we'll speak again when you catch up to us again.
Do you guys give her a burner phone, essentially? A burner
No,
pad?
I give her a com code to a Gmail account that she can log into from anywhere, and we'll just send her an email when we're ready to meet up with her.
Okay. Sorry, I did cut you off. I did not realize you were still going, Lulu.
All right, yeah. So she has a burner email address, apparently.
It doesn't require to actually have, because the first thing that's going to happen when she gets transferred to somebody else is they're going to be like, well, let's take all this shit away from her.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. But yeah, she's got that. And I tell Bishop that I may be willing to work with him. We'll
But
be in
you
touch.
are a psycho bitch, so bye-bye.
We'll be in touch anyway. Let him know I'm interested, at the very least.
She nods slowly. Okay.
All right. Have
Also,
a fun trip.
Nothing personal. Please don't hate us. Or, I mean, more than usual.
Yeah, please don't try to kill us again. It was very, unpleasant.
Terrifying?
Mm,
You should be terrified. She's saying this as she's in the airlock, waiting
Oh, I
for.
put a gag on her.
Oh, okay.
I just duct tape her mouth closed. I don't want her immediately being like, "I'll pay you 75,000 gajillion dollars if you shoot at that ship."
yeah.
I want her to have to work for it a little, you know.
All right. You guys got 100,000 for the transfer.
All right,
Let's
great.
Fuck out
Let's
of
get
here.
Yeah, let's jump.
I send a message to the 25,000 guys as we're leaving. Sorry, we chose a different offer. Goodbye. Nothing personal.
All right. So the question here is: are we going for? Do we want to try doing the prison break thing as quickly as possible, or did you want to get more guns first?
I think we should get more of the ship repaired first. So I think we should go to.
All right. Maribia.
Plus, it'll give us a chance to lose her, you know.
All right, so we're trying to head for Maribia then.
Yep.
All right, so we'll set a course for Envecchio, and then probably make a jump to Maribia after that.
So for the sake of plan, where are they being held in prison?
Cork Valley.
Like literally right next to us.
Yeah.
It's so it's 2 systems down, 1 to the right.
Okay, Core Valley, got it. On Hyperion Station.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, they might have been moved down to the planet by now, but it's hard to tell.
I mean,
okay, permanent incarceration. Okay, so it's a prison plan. Okay.
They could be anywhere. We don't know.
Yeah.
Secret
That's true.
prison.
So the risk that you face going to Anvik first is that you're not able to get a 3-hex rudder to Maribia.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Only
UIS.
Only 1 and 2 hexes are automatically transmitted. Those are the standard. Anything more than 2 hexes, you will, if you don't already have it, you'll need to search for it.
Well, we could try to jump to Eligara first after Envecchio.
Or we could also try to find a rudder here while we're near all these other ships.
Yeah. Do any of these other ships have three
Much
jump? Is there any 3 jump ships around here?
Yeah, some of them do. And you know that there are the very, very rare pilot that's capable of making a drive go a little bit further.
Mm-hmm.
Would they have one from Envecchio to Maribia? Or Yeah, probably Maribia.
It seems unlikely, but that's something that you could certainly put out feelers for.
Do we really want to let the people know where we're going? Because
Nah,
that's what I
let's
hear.
just go to Envecu. We can maybe get some information there. If not, we'll give it a try anyway.
Okay.
All right. Right. Let's. Takes you a day to get to the
I did
transition
want to
zone.
ask, did we manage to get crew here?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
You got the two crew 0, the guard 1 and the guard 2. Wait.
No,
I
it
think
was
I may have mixed up those numbers.
no. It was definitely 2 crew 0, and I
Mhm.
think what I wanted was a bunch of guard 1s.
No,
So
you wanted one, you said one guard 1 and a bunch of guard 0s.
I had it mixed up.
Right.
Okay.
So no, it was 2 guard 0s and 1
Yeah.
guard 1.
Yep.
Fixed it. Okay. Yes, you have your new crew. Who is doing the orientation?
Jai will.
Okay. As Zoe is flying the ship out to the edge of the system. See if any news pops up in this last day here. It does.
Hey, and this is the one that tells us that Portia Lynn is very important, and we shouldn't have sold her. God damn it!
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you would.
I am pleased at the timing of this one, though. I'll say that.
Oh god. Oh,
Because
god.
you guys literally just reached the edge of the system. To make it less, oh my god, you stopped the bomb in 3 seconds timing. You've got about an hour left before you reach the edge of the system. This news has come in, it's been broadcast. It got to the swarm where it got broadcast back to you, and let's go ahead and play that. Does everybody still have the volume the same as last time?
Yep.
Okay. This is news from Aslud.
That was the Union area.
It is. Do I have a different date on there? Oh, okay. I'll fix that.
Wait, where is it from? Astley, behind us.
It's
Okay.
behind us.
Playing now.
Rimward of us, I guess.
2 workers have gone missing from Union Maintenance Station Cobalt 3, in orbit around Cliff. Family and friends of the missing workers, Joey Hank and Taryn Higstrom, have put together a reward of 7,600 credits for their safe return. Union has offered to match that. Seizing this opportunity to show Artemis Black that Union's dedication to its family workforce is sincere, an additional reward of 500 credits is offered to anyone coming forward with information that substantially aids in the safe return of these family and friends. Artemis Black Network News correspondent Emma, reporting from LEF.
Well, that means nothing to us, and I'm sure it's a lot more important than it immediately seems.
Wait, are the people that we just hired those people?
They're not. However, Joey and Taryn were 2 of the names that Portia Lynn said.
Wait, about what?
When? Where? Why? I mean, I'm confused.
Could you re-clarify that?
I can. Give
Nope.
me a second to get.
Time for a break.
Oh, actually,
okay.
yeah. Let's go ahead and take a quick break.
Shit, why did I do it?
Yeah, thanks.
I'll give this to you before that. Let's see. Oh, it was not in the questions and answers because it was additional information that you guys had to actually ask for, and you did.
Right.
She said. Hang on.
She said, "Hang on."
Yeah. Okay. So while you were asking her about her time on Starbase, she didn't know the crew, but she did hear the names David, Joey, and Taryn in the ship named Starbase. You've already connected David to the David shipment that was found messy on Lamiera.
Yep.
And Terran is a uncommon enough name that it may spark some conspiracy theory type thinking when you see names Joey and Terran in Union employ showing up together.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, let's go ahead and take a 15-minute break.
Hmm.
Come on back at 1:25.
Time to break out the red string.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We never put away the red string in this.
All right, hang on. Frame in frame. All right. So, I think everyone was back. I probably should have checked first. I see Nox's microphone is still working. Meowkin?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm back. I'm just eating popcorn, so I'm muting my mic.
Okay.
Physically.
All right. So, Lulu, you wanted Jai to roll something on the video footage that you got from buying the good run information.
That I did.
Before you roll anything, what is it that you're trying to assess from here?
Well,
I guess
we got
there are two major things that are there to assess. First is the black ghost with red eyes thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then second is the jump gate looking deal.
Okay. Do you want to bring in more crew for more expertise to look at this, or is it just literally see what Jai knows?
I assume. Well, once we're jumping system, I think we're safe to say that no one's going to be reporting to anyone else, so everyone can come in. We're all going to be dealing with this anyway.
Okay. Okay.
we did get more video though, because I bought the information from the guy, right?
You did.
Okay. So I want to actually take a look at the thing to see if I've just been rooked.
Well, before we get into any rolls on that, the trader had cut the video off right before the end. When he said that the video ended seconds later and that nobody survived, he was sparing potential buyers from what really did look like a terrifying sight. The You're right there? I'm Dianas now.
Yeah, I'm all right. Just food down the wrong pipe.
That's never fun.
Yep.
I usually try not to do that.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Okay. Just making sure I'm, thinking the right way there. At the end of that video, the black ghosts with red eyes are actually visible on the video. Before it was just audio comms chatter because of some limitations they had. With those videos, you see what look like shadowy, wispy balls of light that's black with what look like 2 points of red light within them. They look like eyes. In one of these feeds, you see one of these balls of black light just pass straight through a person, and they cry out in a mixture of pain and terror, and seize up shortly after that, and kind of tumble and collapse to the ground. The videos themselves don't last much longer, but they last long enough for you to hear the silence at the end. With Nemesis at program 3, I'm not even going to make you roll for this. Nemesis immediately notices some oddity in discrepancy between what you're seeing on the video and the data that was recorded alongside it. The discrepancy is that the data is only capturing, sensors are only capturing visible light, and it's visible light that's shining black. The sensors don't seem to capture any source for this light. There's no mass. There's no energy conversion occurring. It's just light photons coming out of nowhere.
Spooky.
And Lulu Jai doesn't have to make a roll to recognize that that is similar to the other data that he has, except those things were not black.
So the ones we got from the graveyard?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Some other parallels here. It was really, really cold where they were at.
Great. Visitors from the Infraverse. I don't know if that's... I don't think we're going to be finding metaspace components, per se.
Well, so does the camera feed pan over the big portal thing?
Yes, it does. They actually spend a little bit of time looking at it before shit goes down.
Does
Okay,
look
cool.
like a condenser.
Am I able to figure out if there's going to be what we need there?
Looking at the components, at the construction and the build of that, it's got some of the architectural features of pre-tech construction. That's your guys' biggest clue that this was all done pre-Scream, not pre-tech construction, pre-Scream construction. And it's, of course, it's hard to look at the external of any machinery and see what's inside, especially when it's not functioning. But if these portal-like rings are any amount of same tech as the jump gates, then they definitely have metaspace pre-tech components in them.
Okay.
All right. Great.
So we just have to figure out how to fight infra ghosts.
Well, Jai has information on the condensers, right? Does it match the description of a condenser?
Does it, Dex?
Let me remind myself what information Jai has on condensers.
Well, I happen to remember that involved really cold temperatures, right?
It did.
And we all know that there are no known unknowns.
Oh, of course. What?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So condenser data includes schematics and blueprints. Building one is technically doable, but would require TL5 equipment and at least 2 million credits in materials alone. The accompanying mathematical data is a high-level proof of mathematics that, in terms understandable by you, essentially divide by 0 when absolute 0 temperature is achieved.
Yes, I forgot I'd given you that much detail. Is Jai... I think Jai did share that, didn't he? That portion?
I've seen it, so yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No, carry on.
Bringing that data over and comparing some of the construction schematics against what you're seeing in the videos, that's a condenser. There's really no way that it's not, unless somebody's just cosplaying with millions of credits.
And infra ghosts.
But yes, and infra ghosts. Those could be cosplay too.
Fancy.
And
that's a really nice budget, so you know.
with making that connection, you can 100% confirm that as long as this was a working thing, and it looks like it's working, or it was working at some point, because there's fucking ghosts coming out of it. Yes, there will be metaspace components there. Some kind of manipulation of metaspace was required in making that condenser technology work.
So here's the problem I'm seeing. How do you deal with an infraghost?
You raise the temperature.
And for weapons.
Was
And
there
you-
any information on that?
There was not.
Right. Zoe, I have a job for you.
All right, so I have to invent a gun that kills ghosts. Don't cross the
Or
streams.
actually, is that something I can roll my blah?
I would let you roll eclectic memory for a direction to go.
Yeah, please.
ahead
Let's
and
do
roll it.
that.
I
Give
have
me
flamethrowers.
something.
Yeah, I mean that. Once again, we're right in the narrow avenue that I want that focus used for.
I'm gonna wait. I can re-roll once. Let me re-roll that one.
Mhm.
Can I re-roll that one?
Make sure you have to keep the new one.
All right. I'm going to
Yes,
just...
you can.
Oh
As I've always ruled it that way for diplomacy.
Okay, so I can re-roll that.
Or
All
yeah,
right.
the diplomat
Oh,
focus.
reroll the whole thing.
No, just the one.
Oh.
He has basically diplomat for no checks.
Oh, you're saying so the reroll ones basically means you can't get a one, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Otherwise,
Okay.
it kind of diminishes the value because being able to reroll ones is mathematically it's just like a +1. I think it was,
Mm-hmm.
or plus half actually. So if you can only reroll that once, it greatly diminishes that bonus to it.
But I ended up getting a 14 there then after the reroll.
Okay. Let me take a minute to scour across my notes. Actually, that's in a different document for me.
I have no idea. Do you process faction moves for the infrared entities? Or the infra? You know, because it seems like there's different factions there too. From what I know, out of character.
Is this
Actually,
from?
somewhat
Isn't
in
this from a-
character.
Is this from one of the one shots? I feel like
It's a
you guys
different
all
color.
know more about it.
Well, so
Kind-
we all.
kind
I mean,
of.
we do know of them from this campaign too. When we were in the graveyard.
But we
Ship graveyard?
we dealt with one in the Union one shot most recently.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So there
Yeah.
was some out of character information there.
Well,
Yeah.
I say dealt with him, but we didn't actually fight it. We had one of the players decide to be a little traitor.
He let the dice decide. You don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, be interesting when we ever see that character again.
Okay. Based on some shaky assumptions from Jai, in reading some of this, he's extrapolating and assuming a few things from the data that you guys have at hand. But this is using his particular brand of eclectic knowledge that has the capacity to turn guesses into reality. Kind of like, what if Albert Einstein had only guessed at the theory of relativity? Well, he turned out to be a genius for it.
Right. I guess things and they become real.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
You guess thing and there's a high chance. It's a very educated guess.
Yeah.
Even though none of the education covers the subject.
Yeah, exactly.
It's grounded in some science there because of the construction of this portal and the fact that these portals are still withstanding whatever assault these smoke entities are inflicting. Its construction has very well. Let me just give it information to you straight. These things do not seem to be affected by physical matter. You have seen that more or less in the videos. So some kind of non-physical force or pure energy
You know what the
are.
best part about this? You know what the best part about this is? We don't even have anything to test it on, so I'm gonna make like 6 guns, give everybody one of them, and be like, "All right, good luck."
So basically, we need a non-physical force or pure energy to deal with these things.
Watch, the answer's just gonna be as simple as lasers.
Yeah.
Super vulnerable to lasers.
Is that my educated interpretation of that? Is the answer lasers?
I mean, that's one direction it could go, yeah. That is the very simplest form of a pure energy attack.
Right. I assume the psychic powers of Charlie also makes sense. All right. Right. Okay, I'm going to give all this information to Zoe and see if she can get some laser weapons from the armory and see if she can modify them to be more effective against these things.
Okay.
Based on this information.
All right.
Cool.
Arch, I'll be looking for some kind of project from you based on that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's not really any point in me continuing to work on. What was I working on?
You were working on the other space detection, which I still, as a GM, I still point out that
It's still
is.
going to be useful.
Hmm?
It's still going to be useful.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically it would detect a working condenser.
Yeah. So just move them together, and
And depending on what you want to do with modifying the lasers, you don't necessarily need to make it a project, or I don't need to necessarily make it a project. Just let me know what you want to do based on Jai's request there, and we'll figure out what it is.
I want to make them shoot ghosts.
I mean, they already do that as lasers.
I want them to actually do damage to the ghosts after we shoot them.
Yeah.
I want.
Very disappointed we finally needed to
I-
modify
I-
a laser.
Look, I want to find out if the ghosts bleed. I want to know if their mother's name is Martha.
So what I'm hearing right now is that Zoe might just boost a handful of lasers. Apply the boost mod to it.
Sure.
No,
that work?
no. What I don't want boosted lasers. I want ghost bane lasers.
Okay.
Yeah, I want lasers
Okay.
where we shoot ghosts and the ghosts die.
Yeah, so you apply the boosted mod, but you call it the Ghost Bane mod.
Also, I want one of those scanners so I can be like, they're already in the room.
So, do you want to finish the other space detection?
I feel like that project is going to take forever.
Let's see, where are you on that?
Like halfway out of 70 or something.
42 out of 70. Got
I mean,
28 left if Jai wants to move his team over to that project. You have
And
an
then
extra
also,
3 points
can
every.
we,
I'd like
can
to
we
point
use the
out.
condenser information to like make it better?
Yeah, I was going to say, why don't you just use the condenser information to do the quick roll on it?
Yeah.
Because then you can just roll you can use one of those condenser datas to just roll your skill on it.
Yeah, that would work too.
Dope.
All right, do you want to do that right now?
Sure.
Okay. So,
I can go ahead and mark a point off that.
thank you. My projects. So the way that works with the boosts is you're using some of this data, and
I mean, it's not like consuming the data, right? Like we still.
No, we still have it. It's just we can only apply it to so many things.
yeah,
Yeah. Like we can't just keep rolling off of the same data because we've already figured everything out off of that.
Right.
data.
And
Yeah.
once we get down to 0 uses, all we can do with it is sell it, and then
Yeah.
Gotcha.
In a way, it's kind of retroactively deciding what useful information was among that data. And
Mm-hmm.
once you've used it all up, then, well, you've already gotten all the useful data out of it.
Yeah, once you figured out what all the useful data is, you figured out what all the useful data is.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
So, go ahead and roll your skill.
So, like fix probably,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm trying to make something. We'll do int because. Oh, yeah. Wow. Oof. Jesus, that was terrible. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
good job.
One,
shit.
2, 2, 1. You swap the dice around at least.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. I just love it when your characters are bad at the thing they're supposed to be really fucking good at. That always makes me real happy.
Oh, I mean, he still got a 7 on something.
Yeah.
With a 2 and a 1.
Yeah, but that's oh god, come on.
That's still
Should be rolling
adding
11.
4 more
You're hard.
progress than you would have gotten for the day.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and move Jai's team over to her project for a bit then.
Okay. And this is occurring on the 22nd. We'll say.
Oh yeah, how much how much time do I have to spend actually flying this thing in metaspace?
You don't really. You can do
Okay,
other
good.
things.
Like I can set a course and then set a timer to call me when it needs to be changed again.
It'll alert you. It doesn't. It's not on timer. But it'll alert you if there are any impending storms.
Gotcha.
The fictional downside of leaving the pilot seat is that if something surprising comes up, all of a sudden, like an iceberg is dropped right in front of you in metaspace, then the time it takes you to get from whatever you're doing to the pilot seat could be the difference between life and death.
Gotcha.
So, fictionally, pilots tend to stay near the bridge.
Well, yeah, but they gotta sleep sometime, right?
Well, that's actually why there are supposed to be multiple pilots.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Do any of our recently hired crew, are they any good at piloting?
Are you allowing them on the bridge?
Your Russians have skill 0 at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, sure.
We have people who are competent enough to, co-pilot for when she's sleeping.
Yeah.
Or off doing important laser gun work.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm basically a pilot now after that stunt on
Yeah.
No.
Accurate statement.
on Kamiega. There we go.
Hilarious.
Right.
So with that 4 and with the added boost of the team moving over to Zoe, that'll give Zoe 7 per day. That's 6. It'll take you 3.5 days to finish.
Oh, cool. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
So there's no issue with me swapping out the mag rifle on my combat drone to a laser rifle, right?
No, I don't think so. I think the weapon can be switched at will.
Okay.
Is there any way I can like energize a shield or something? Some way of like making it so they can't pass directly through us?
For that kind of technology, you're going to have to know more about them. The condenser data that you have is going to be helpful. You'll be able to use it as a boost for it, but it's not directly allowing you to try and construct some kind of shield.
What about the entities data?
Let me remind myself what that was.
We got it in our ship inventory, right?
Yep.
Listed there.
Okay.
So you actually data. More of a lack of data correlated with the observations and accounts.
Yeah,
I'm
science
just
data.
posting. I'm just gonna post it in discussion.
Okay.
Yeah, that mentions the one. That's why I was talking about like the different colors. Like the one data we have is on the bluish white,
Mm-hmm.
but these are clearly like dark. The .id was ID. Oh, okay. Average ectoneural. So presumably these are not IDEN entities.
These are something else.
Yeah. Ectoneural.
I think there's one more part of that, Lulu.
Is there?
Yeah.
I don't have it.
Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh.
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 Yeah, there's one little bit. Search your log for black smoke. There was a very important discussion
Oh yeah,
about
sealing this
that.
discussion.
Oh,
Here,
yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I was looking at my notes and wondering why I wouldn't have included that
Oh,
for you.
I see it.
literally what we're okay.
Yep. No, I've got it now. I don't know why I. Here we go. I'll post that bit too. Then.
Cool.
So you're asking if having this entities data, along with a little bit of this black smoke, a little bit of new data on black smoke, which matches the visual you're seeing on this video, would allow you to start trying to form up some kind of shield against their attacks.
So I don't need like a full body shield. I was thinking more like a riot shield, just something we can put between us and them.
That would delay them.
Okay.
Yeah, so that we could shoot them with lasers.
This. Why don't we not rely completely on the project tracker for this? Have Zoe pour over this data for a day,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna go ahead and give you I think a fix is still appropriate. A fix roll.
Okay.
Um,
Do you want me to roll it
Can
right now?
I provide help with a no, like explaining some of the concepts to her when they get a little weird?
you
There.
can. And I'll help you guys have your characters be more intelligent than you again by reminding you that when you were in the graveyard on the ship, you found that hangar that had the black ships are coming written all over the walls. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Your assessment there was that it was written with some kind of telekinetic force instead of any laser or other, physical implement.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So Charlie may be helpful too.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Oh.
Charlie.
Telekinesis might be able to interact with them.
Well, and if they use telekinesis to make attacks, knowing if we can be protected from Charlie would help us know if we can be protected from
All
them.
right.
Hey Charlie,
Alright.
try to kill me real quick with telekinesis.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Try to what?
Oh, I'm glad Nemesis realizes that
Yep.
she's the test dummy for this.
Nope, that was in jest. It was very clearly in jest.
I didn't hear a joke in that. Did you hear a joke in that?
Nope.
Sounds like he wants you to kill him.
Oh boy. But yeah, So yeah, we'll grab Charlie for this.
Okay.
God, how long ago was the graveyard? That was like almost
That
a
was a
year now,
while.
right?
It was a while.
That was a
Ugh.
while ago,
Oh
yeah.
wow, yes.
Are there any psychic suppressing weapons?
Not presently as written in the book.
Hmm.
So, go ahead and let's get a telekinesis slash whatever your primary stat is from Charlie, and an int no from Jai
Mhm.
as aiding Zoe. And
Okay.
Aiding and abetting.
Let me go find TK.
I'm betting on all of
There
them.
we go. Unleashing the TK +3. Enjoy attack.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. How is that possible?
What?
+5. I don't think that'll do it.
I
Wish
do
could.
know.
Oh, he knows.
I think with that roll, you can know anything you want.
I mean, even the discarded roll was a 5.
Well, with the practical application and the practical knowledge that Charlie provides, the more not necessarily more physics-based knowledge, but the more esoteric knowledge and connections that Jai can make, and however you want to characterize Zoe's intelligence.
She just knows how to put stuff together really
Okay.
good.
Okay. She does. She's very creative. And bring that into it also, the speed at which she can iterate prototypes.
Oh yeah, no, she has 3 guns before they even finish talking.
So this is looking for a shield, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure I was.
She has 3 shields before they even finish talking.
Oh, I apologize. I misheard.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyway.
Zoe thinks that she could potentially protect against what she thinks these things are doing with a diluted force pelvis kind of design. Spread out the kinetic impact resistance across a larger area. It would not provide any armor class bonus against normal attacks, but based on everything that she's seen here, it would provide some measure of defense against what these things are doing, which in the video you saw is passing right through matter.
Yeah, we want them to not be able to pass directly through us and pull out our livers.
Yes.
We're very attached to our livers.
Yeah. Let me look in the book for some guidance on construction costs for this.
I need most of your liver.
I mean, what if they just remove all the toxins from it? That would be a positive thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, then they would just be replacing our liver.
The new Trin plan for improving themselves: replace their livers with
space ghosts.
Yeah, with space ghosts.
Coast to coast.
Look, if you wanna drink all night and wake up in the morning fully refreshed, you have to replace your liver with a space ghost.
Okay, well,
I don't know why we haven't all replaced our livers with space ghosts.
I know, right? This is a good opportunity for me to reveal a handout I wrote last night that I thought would be helpful to you.
Oh boy.
I like handouts.
Just because I hadn't put it in a easily digestible and condensed format for you, those are the 5 different types of pre-tech components.
Oh, there's only 5 types?
There's only 5 types. I didn't want to make a special type for every single thing that you were doing, just to kind of cover broad strokes of what the things can do.
Yeah, they all are specifically designed to do different things, but these are the categories that they...
Yeah,
we can make them work in.
And remind me, which do you have?
We have. I think everything we have has gotten plugged into something.
I thought you still had some that you hadn't plugged in because they wouldn't change anything yet.
What?
Maybe...
I'm sorry. What are you looking for?
What pre-tech components we have available?
Oh, I've got a list here that we haven't plugged in.
Oh, okay, good.
It should be in the ship inventory.
Oh, I see
actually.
it. 4 pre-tech salvage, metaspace materials, energy amp, and computing. So that's good because building these kinds of basically
Magic.
TL4 plus / TL5 ghost shields is going to take some metaspatial manipulation.
Of course it is. I say we
Well.
just go in, set off a white hole bomb, and call it good.
Honestly, not. Actually, no, that is a terrible idea, but it's not the worst idea.
It would certainly be some very good data.
So I want to clarify, the pre-tech component would not be used to make one thing. The component would be used in machinery that Zoe puts together, which allows their construction. So it would be a one-time expenditure to be able to construct them.
Yeah.
But could we get the thing out after she's done constructing them?
No,
No,
that's
it's used
what
at
he's
that
saying.
point.
No, it would be constructing a permanent thing that would be used to make
Okay.
these things.
Yeah.
But it would be locked into that. So we could make more. Which, may not be a bad idea if we're looking at confronting these entities things more.
How
Such
often are we
as
going to be
the
fighting
TMC
space
77.
ghosts?
Well, I mean, we're pretty sure 77-7 is something to do with the black ships.
Thank you for
Right.
saying it right.
Turnt.
Yeah.
Tumt.
No, it's turnt. We've agreed it's turnt. You're not allowed to. Look,
You're gonna get into a kerning discussion?
Here,
yeah, it's turnt.
way I figure it is like you're spending the one meta space material, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're almost
He already-
guaranteed to find more than one.
Right.
At least one
Dex
here.
already said this place has probably got a ton of meta space material if that's actually a condenser.
Yeah.
So.
Probably not a ton, but you'll get more than one back.
Right.
Yeah, we'll get some amount.
Yeah.
You
So
gotta
I
look.
think
You gotta
You gotta
spend money.
spend some to get some.
Yeah,
I think it's worthwhile.
And
fine.
we could use more in the future. We
Possibly.
need to equip. It sounds like this will allow us to manufacture ghost shields, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that could be very useful in the future for when the black ships come.
Yeah, and we just take all of our manufactured personal shields and just layer them on the outside of the Raza like scales.
Well,
We become a
Dexter loves that idea.
we become a
Actually,
dragon ship.
That actually sounds really cool.
does it
I'm not
though?
gonna lie.
How many things can we talk about just, slapping on the hull of the ship?
Look.
Before Dexter just says you no longer have a hull of your ship.
No, Dex, I want you to picture for a moment a ship shrouded in shimmering scale.
I don't want to picture this. Do I have to?
It's
Too
like
late.
it's
You've
like
already
a
pictured
giant
it.
I
space
have.
fish,
Or a snake?
or a snake, or a dragon.
Or a dragon. It's a dragon ship.
Or a snake ship.
Or
I like a
fish
snake ship.
I like dragon ship if we repair our spinal mounted weapon.
Fish ship.
what another weapon is a spinal mount, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Can we
Yes.
put some of these shields on the suit?
I mean, probably.
I mean, you could wear the suit and hold the shield.
I mean, somebody definitely will be in the sushi.
You
Yeah.
just plate the suit with dragon shields or whatever.
Look, somebody refuses to let me buy an armored, fucking space marine battle armor.
Who's refusing you that?
You. Every time I've tried to find one, you're like, oh, can't find one here.
Oh, damn! I'm an asshole.
Yep.
Real jerk.
What a jerk.
All right. But yeah, someone's going to be wearing the suit. Otherwise,
What's
Yeah,
the point in
it's-
having it?
right. Zoe,
We
get
also
it
have
done.
We
Yep.
also have those thermal pistols.
Yeah.
Is
There
the ghost
Well,
will the ghost shield require a proper project?
No, that was what all of this roll was for.
Um,
Oh, did I even have you roll? I didn't even have Zoe roll.
Look, I feel like his role was good enough that I don't even need to, right?
Uh,
I
very
actually
well.
I was about to say it, but I haven't actually rolled yet, and then I was like,
let me see what Zoe's roll is here.
All right, it's gonna be 3 again. Watch.
Nat double one, snake
Just-
eyes.
Guys.
Just you watch. Hey, this is a different scene, right?
I'll allow it to be a different scene. And Zoe's role was actually to determine if it was going to be a project or not.
Whew.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
go.
a project.
Thank God. Oh, thank God.
I'm giving you a bonus from both Charlie and not whatever his name is, Jai is.
Jai.
Charlie is providing a untyped, basically materials bonus, the materials of his telekinesis. Jai is actually providing the aid bonus, and you also have a +1 from your advanced lab, so that is a 15.
Hot diggity damn! I am really good at this game.
You are. I'm
That's
even.
it. We're done.
I'm even going to let that give you a little bit of a discount on constructing each of these ghost pavises. Pavise. Thank you.
Device. Yeah,
So I am the inventor of this, right?
Yes.
Would you say?
Yes.
So that means that I get to name them.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
sure.
Oh, no.
Let me
these
get out my
are-
writing implement.
These are, Ecto, Ghost. I'll have to think about it.
Ghosts.
Ecto Ghost.
No.
Okay.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm still
that's the name.
workshopping. I'm still workshopping.
Ecto Ghost is the name. It's too late. It's
No,
recorded for posterity.
It's the Ecto Shield.
I'll
What
let you.
about what about say
Sounds very
Ecto Veil or
slimy.
Ghost Veil?
Ooh, I like Ecto Veil. Yeah, because then it sounds
Veil, I
fancy.
feel like, is more like, well, I guess shielding, but it's usually like a perception thing.
Yeah. Okay.
That's true.
Like
What are some other?
something.
Ooh, it's an Ecto Buckler.
But didn't you say it's like a
Phantom
riot
Veil?
shield?
Well, yeah, but it buckles the Ecto.
What about Ecto Ward?
Awards, not
That sounds like somebody's name, honestly.
Ghost Ward?
Adawado. Ectowado.
Look, Ecto Ward makes really good video games.
What about Ghost Aegis? Ecto Aegis.
I really don't like Aegis. It's a dumb
Really?
word.
Charge.
I like Aegis.
I like it by itself, but if you put it with anything, it just becomes a mouthful.
I guess that's
Bull
true.
Bulwark.
What was it? Grande?
The Ecto Bulwark. That one makes me laugh.
Where was what's the name of the little?
Ecto.
Patronum. It's the Ecto Patronum.
Yeah.
Why are we still talking about this? Write it down.
Escutcheon.
It's the Ecto Patronum.
All right, you're gonna have to spell it out for me.
ECTO space
Okay, let me
Patronum.
restate that. You're gonna have to type that out for me.
Uh,
Did you say Patronum?
yes.
Yes.
Oh.
it did.
Oh no.
Look, I'm gonna make a Harry Potter reference 1,000 years after Harry Potter comes out. Shut up.
Congratulations.
This is the part of the show where we talk about how awful J.K. Rowling is.
Yeah, it
So that
super
I'm
doesn't
allowed
need
to.
to be stated at this point. We all know.
Okay,
She's
good.
garbage.
All right, cool. So I'm still allowed to make
Yeah.
the reference though, because I still like the books.
That's fair.
Sure.
Okay.
The content that she has made is still entertaining if viewed
Well,
with a certain perspective, knowing that there were some problems with it.
yeah, and it's so long as you don't acknowledge anything she wrote after it.
Yeah, death
fair.
of the author.
Okay.
If it's not written in the book, it doesn't count.
No, let's clarify here. This includes the other books after the series.
She wrote other books after the series.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
the
did.
Strange
Ugh.
Beasts and Where to Find Them series.
Strange Beast, and then the whole the stage play thing. That was the sequel to Harry Potter.
The one in
I never
Which
read it.
The one with Voldemort's daughter.
I never read it.
You're better off.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway,
So,
it's the Ecto Patronum.
the cost of building these is going to be expensive. You guys don't have the large-scale production that other places have to be able to produce these things for cheap. So, I'm going to put a cost of 15,000 credits. My initial cost was actually going to be just double the force thing.
For Pavis.
Advise.
Is that
Pavice?
actually how it's pronounced? Pavice?
I haven't.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
It is now because we're all gonna
Okay.
say it is.
I would not have. I've been going with Pavis, Pavis, Pavis. Although not very often on that one.
You know what? I'm just gonna look out the pronunciation online.
Pavis. I'm gonna go with that.
It's
All
a
right.
Pavis, but I don't like that one.
Look, we're
But
American.
your roll was too good for me not to take that into consideration. So each ectopatronium
It's Pavis.
is going to cost 15,000 in spare parts.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to take you a week to build them, but I will let you build more than one during that week.
Okay. Yeah, we'll make. I don't know, like 6. How many people we got with us?
This is going to be just basically spending the funds from selling off.
Oh shit! They
Whichever.
can move. They can move through solid matter. We're gonna have to give ones to everybody who's on the ship too if we bring the ship close to it. Oh boy.
So each one of them is 300 spare parts.
Yeah, I'd say build
Oh, right.
5. I think it should be 5.
Oh wait, no, we're gonna take the Marauder down to it. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah. I don't think we take the whole. Yeah, we don't take the whole ship down.
Right.
Yeah. And then
We should only need 5.
when we turn off the condenser, then they'll probably stop trying to kill us. So. Yeah, 5.
Or they'll
We'll
try to
make
kill
5.
us harder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well. Either way.
Yeah, we don't really know. I don't know if the condenser has to remain operational for them to stay on this in this dimension.
Look, man, I ain't no infra whatever engineer. I don't know how this shit works. I'm
The
just
way I
guessing.
understand it, it just brings them into this dimension.
So we have to kill them before we have to exterminate them.
I don't think, from what I understand, it doesn't sound like they'll just disappear just because you close or shut down the condenser or anything.
Oh, but
Yeah.
those are my favorite kind of enemies.
What, the
course.
gauntlet enemies?
Yeah, where you you kill the lich at the end and all their zombies fall over.
And Gauntlet was a bad reference. I was.
I was gonna say the gauntlet ones you could kill the spawner, but that wouldn't kill all the
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
that already spawned.
I realized
Yeah.
it after I said it.
Okay. I mean, if anything, it is like gauntlet, right?
Yeah, sure.
Because yeah, I mean, for all we know, it's still just popping them out every now and then, and we just have to shut that down and then finish them off, right?
Yeah.
We don't know if it's actually active, but
Yeah, we don't-
just imagine.
We're about to know how this shit works.
And just imagine how old this news maybe or this data is for the ship, and it's just been spawning them since.
Oh
It's
god,
just been
yeah.
left running.
Oh god,
And
Alright,
we see the ground and it's all just black smoke.
Dex.
Uh-huh.
So, we're getting to Vecchio, right? We're gonna
Yes.
fuel up and then
keep going,
just
yeah.
try to jump straight to Maribia.
Yeah,
So
you don't want to
we-
spend any time in Advocate or any of
We-
its.
we have- I think we have to find the router,
You do have to
right?
find the rudder. That's right.
so I don't know how long that's gonna take. 8 hours? Can I use my special
How
trait
long will
to
it
find
take, Dex?
That's something that we will actually have to roleplay through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not something that I can fast track for you. I'm sorry.
No, but what I'm saying is, can I use my
Oh.
I can definitely find it thing?
Yeah, I think that's 1d6, right?
Yeah. I was just gonna agree with you. I figured I'd just look.
Sure.
1d6 hours. Yep.
Okay. Why don't you go, if you want, post it for the class. Cool.
Neat.
All right. Let's go ahead and figure out what it's going to take for you to jump from Holau to Anvik, because we got a little bit ahead of ourselves. That is a jump of 2 hexes. So base difficulty 7 plus 1 for 2 hexes. It is just a 2 hex jump, so the rudder information from Holau to Anbakyu, well, you've got a mercenary swarm. It is the most current information, which gives you a -2. I believe this means you don't have to actually roll.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm not trying to look. Until I get better piloting, I'm never going to answer yes to the question of unless you give me a very good reason.
Portia Lynn is now on your tail.
She's got to kill those guys. That's going to take at least a week.
We took her once. We can take her again.
Take her to a movie.
It does seem that she underestimated you a little bit. Thought that you would basically just die as soon as she aimed a gun at you.
I mean, traditionally, that's probably not inaccurate.
I almost die from that.
Yeah. I feel like many times people do die from that.
Little did they know that you're level 6.
I mean, you typically have to fire, but
Oh, yeah. Somebody has to pull the trigger. That's accurate.
Alright, and you've got a drive 3, 12 days, so it takes 4 days. Does anybody have anything that they want to bring up? You guys have already kind of used these days for the various research things, but are there any other non-researchy things that any characters want to dive into or roleplay out?
I mean, yeah, I wanted to check one of the other
What was I gonna do?
QEDs.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still recovering from QED duty, so I guess I'm
QE duty.
Yep. QD duty.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna.
Well, Zoe has 5 days to recover.
What was my cost for the manipulator arms? Fitting.
I think we settled on 5,000.
Okay, that sounds about right.
And you
I
can
think.
thank Stars Without Number Discord for that confirmation.
Okay. I think Jai's just going to do it to himself and have one of the crew on standby to keep an eye on him.
Oh, do not push, because if you die,
I'm not gonna push.
all right. Which one are you going in?
I'm gonna go ahead and flip a coin. 'Cause there are 2 I want to
That
try.
seems like a great idea.
He's gonna go into his own. Go deep into your own mind.
Did it roll?
It did. It delayed the result for our dramatic tension.
Okay. Yeah, that actually is mine. 2 was Portia Lynn.
Okay. So Jai is going to view memories from his own QED.
Yep.
Oh, this is how you die. Because remember, he was like, "This is the bad way to do it."
Is this the bad way to do it?
Yes, it's a much greater risk of. Well, so viewing for yourself is less strain generally than viewing others, but it's drawing at you. It's if in the best case it is less strain than the worst case of viewing somebody else's. In the worst case, it will suck you in, or you'll suck it in, and vice versa, and it results in a messy recovery or death. Your own memories want to return to you.
Well, look at it this way, Dex.
You don't have to convince me.
There's no There's no way we can't just look at him. We can't just leave it there. This is the whole point.
What? You mean there's something here that's causing a difficult decision? How horrific
no,
of me.
It's not a difficult decision. I'm just saying we've got to do it.
Okay. What I'm doing,
even if it does end up killing me if it's a bad roll.
What I'm doing next is assessing how close you've been playing Jai to those initial personality prompts I provided for the character.
Oh god, I'm gonna die. I am still gonna die.
So we've got let's make sure I've got these all written down here. I do. We've got initial character notes were mildly obsessive.
Well, I mean, he hasn't been playing that right at all. Extremely obsessive.
What do the players think? Has Jai been portrayed as mildly obsessive? Is extremely obsessive taking that too far?
I don't think he's been extremely excessive.
Okay.
I think mildly is.
He's bent sometimes, anyway.
Fascinated with genetic superiority.
I don't know how to understand that one. So
Yeah, that just sounds like he might be a Nazi.
yeah,
Yeah. Look, I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, that my original thought when you wrote that was like, okay, is he a Nazi?
I could certainly rewrite that.
Superiority of, I mean, definitely the genetics part, and I guess perhaps I guess genetic superiority is talking about like improving people by manipulating genetics, right?
It is, yeah.
Right. You just say like fascination with genetic enhancement.
Yeah. Yeah, because the other way sounds like, oh, he's got to find the Ubermensch.
Yeah.
All right, I'll actually edit that in the character document there. That's a fair point.
Problematic.
I mean, that's whatever.
Like I get from context what you actually mean, but
yeah,
it does sound pretty fucking bad.
All right. So does he exhibit that?
The phrase.
Yeah, I mean, look, yeah.
Look, if anybody would let him, he would be all up experimenting in our asses.
And he did do that with Nova, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Disdain for bureaucrats.
Yeah, no, that seems right.
And values scientific advance.
Oh, wow. So you were always just the same, huh?
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Yeah, I feel like you've met all four of those prompts. So, while viewing, the GM subjectively assesses how close to the character's core personality traits the memory wiped character is. Some characters started with more of these. Each character started with 3 to 6 of these traits. Each matching trait adds the chance of focusing in on a different memory than the dominant memory. So, because Jai only started with 4, you're only going to have a 4 in 6 chance of viewing anything other than a dominant memory.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd missed any of those traits, then you would only have the number of traits out of 6.
God, I haven't even looked at my character traits in forever. Oof.
Well, that'll be fun then when you eventually do.
Yeah.
No, I'm still not going to. Look,
Okay.
we're gonna find out how quickly I die when I'm dying.
So, is Jai getting help from any of the PC or NPC crew to do this?
Can I be his spirit guide? Because I've done this before. I've walked in another person's memories.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm literally
the
the only person with experience.
He's walking in his own memories.
Can we do the thing they did in Dark Matter where they used some weird tech thing to go into each other's mind, or is that not a thing?
That's not a thing.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I mean, the QED is basically the closest there is to that thing.
Yeah. Cannot any of the other PCs help somehow?
I mean, if you need something done programmatically, but that's about it.
They can help with the heal check, the med bay, keeping him alive if he ends up going too deep, or getting too strained. As for actually preparing him for this, the only thing that they can really do to help is all fiction. There's no mechanical assistance for this.
Mm-hmm.
But Zoe can definitely relate, what her experiences were. She can describe how disorienting being in a hypercube of memory is, so that he's prepared for it.
I'm gonna laugh when he gets in there and it's like a castle, because he literally has a memory castle. He seems exactly like the kind of asshole
Great.
who would have a memory
Is
castle.
this? I wasn't aware this was Persona.
Look,
I've never played that, so if there are any parallels, I didn't do it.
yeah, I've
Mine-
never actually played that game either.
Mind palaces are a thing, anyways.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He seems like exactly the kind of dude who would have one,
Yeah.
or at least would talk incessantly about it.
For a different media way that you could see that. I don't know if you've seen Sherlock, but that would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm vaguely familiar with it from certain media. Yeah.
That's probably the most accurate way to do it. But yeah, let's thank you for all the non-assistance.
Hey man, we did what we could.
It's all moral support.
Uh-huh. Well, my morale is dropping.
Sorry,
But-
you misunderstood. It was moral, like morals, not your morale. We don't care about that.
What do I need with moral support?
Oh,
Look, your opinions are valid, okay?
Okay, you're right. And my opinions are you're all full of shit. So,
Yeah, but we're the ones telling you you're valid, so if we're full of shit, then you're not valid.
you're right, I'm not valid.
So you're an invalid?
This is idiotic.
All right.
Going on
a
here.
lot of talk.
So does back to the original question, which was basically, does he have someone there with him in the med bay to make sure he doesn't die if he dies?
Yep.
I think you mentioned at least the Russians have heal 0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There.
I'm gonna be there just so I can be there when he dies.
Okay.
Yeah. You just
I'm
want
gonna
the ship, don't you?
No,
I'm
I just
definitely
look. I just want to know when I'm captain. You know, I don't
Uh-huh.
want it to be reported to me.
If there is any physical altercation between Zoe and Jai, regardless of what state Jai is in, the Russians will not know who to intervene on behalf of.
Well, yeah, because I pay them.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I think it's always the one that pays.
All right. Anyway,
Okay, Jai is sedated. Has set up the QED so that he can descend into it in view status or view mode. You experience the same just mind vomit inducing 4-dimensional, 5-dimensional, 6-dimensional space through which memories, distorted and hazy memories, appear to be playing on mirror-like surfaces. Like he's gone into a multi-dimensional fun house. It's not as fun as it sounds.
Naturally.
Excuse me. There is a dominant memory here that seems to be pervading the other haze, pervading the haze and distortion.
it's your parents. They're telling you how disappointed they are that you're not a real doctor.
No, it's a form. Jai can clearly see, even at this seeming distance, that it's a form.
Like a form, like on a piece of paper kind of deal.
Yep.
That sounds about right.
It's definitely the letter telling him that he failed his classes to become a doctor.
It's
There we go.
probably it's probably yeah, it's God. It's the legal papers I got from when I was probably booted out of my medical license, yeah. After I stole all that guy's bones.
Look, he wasn't using them.
Other fragments and snippets, little tiny pieces of context that he sees are articles swirling like a turbulent cloud, a professor's gaze sweeping across the desk. Wonder, there's one memory in there that actually is just, it's permeated, not by any visible scene, but just by a sense of wonder. And then one of rage.
Well, I've got to go look at it.
Oh, this is where he dies. All right.
Which one are you trying to focus in on?
All right, so I guess you mentioned a couple of dominant memories there.
There's only one dominant memory, and that's the form.
Okay. And so the other things you mentioned were just ancillary.
Yeah. They're still vivid. They're more vivid than, other mundane events in his life. That's why they're clearer, or as clear as they are, without him reaching out to them. But this dominant one seems to be threading through everything. It's everywhere he looks.
Okay.
And remember, the dominant one is what will show up if he picks another one and fails.
Right. And if I just look at the dominant one, is that just automatically coming back?
Yes.
Or rather, is like that automatically merging with me?
Oh no, it's not just automatically merging with you. The mechanic behind the dominant one is, let's say you pick the circling articles. You then roll your personality check, the 1d6, and because you match 4 of the personality traits that Jai are core to Jai, if you get a 1 through 4, you can look at the circling articles one. If you get a 5 or 6, you end up with the dominant one.
Got it. All right, give me the. Let's see. There was. I'm sorry. Could you just list my options here for what you've said?
You want me to write them down?
Yes, please.
Okay.
That might make it a little bit easier.
I remember wonder and rage.
Yeah. Wonder and rage and a professor's gaze and.
Oh.
The professor's gaze.
Yeah.
Gaze.
That could mean all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Suggestive otherwise.
Depending on spelling.
Eyebrow waggle.
Well, no, it's like
Wag.
it's like in feminist theory, the male gaze. It's the professor's gaze. It's fine.
All right. So thematically, I should either pick form last or first. So let's go ahead and grab the articles.
Okay.
Let's give it a go.
Roll me that d6.
It's roll, not rule.
Generally speaking, yes.
1.
Okay. So that dominant memory about the form tries, almost as if it has a mind of its own, it is trying to intervene and interject and become the focus of Jai's personal vision escapade. But Jai is as if familiar with the workings of this mind in which he is traveling, is able to skirt around that and focus in on a clearly a daydreamed or imagined memory of numerous articles circling, swirling like a turbulent cloud. Porcelain walks away from spike thrower spray. Trin push scientific progress without barrier. Bro, the first stable genetic evolution. Scarab hides secret to perfect genetic reproduction. They can't all be true, but the mere grain of truth to a single headline. And the kicker, Aldrima, perfect humans before humans. Starships and crew costs line a spreadsheet pinned at the center of a vision board, surrounded by clipped tales of humans beyond human. And I think the biggest takeaway from this is that Jai had a vision board.
Look, Jai had a freaking conspiracy room.
God damn it! I'm the problem.
Yes. At least he didn't have a mind palace.
Well, now hold on. I look around and see if I can gather everything into a mind palace.
Well, let's see how that goes. We're going to roll your system strain here. Jai takes 6 strain, but the weight of that strain is enough that he can recoil and is not drawn in. He does not. He's not being sucked in further.
Right. I'm going to end it here.
Okay. Now that you guys have viewed a self, the mechanic behind that is it is a D6 system strain. If a 1 or 2 is rolled, then the viewer must either accept the messy recovery or roll again with the same result on another 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how viewing your own memories can kill you, because if you just roll 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then a 6, you're gone.
Right.
Oof.
And that means that at minimum you're getting a 3.
Yes.
All right.
Bail, bail, bail. Oof.
Yeah.
You did.
That only took a few seconds, whereas Zoe's took a minute for each of those memories, approximately. This trip only took a few seconds for Jai.
Shit.
All this.
Audrima. Okay. I'm up.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Was it humans beyond humans or humans before humans?
It was. I actually posted it for you.
Oh, okay. Lovely.
Sent it as a PM.
So
And
which was it?
Perfect humans, comma, before humans.
Mm.
And that is new information that was not included in any of the research material that Jai found in his own room.
You mean on his vision board?
Yeah.
You know, some of the files that he found in his room might have been on a vision board before they were put into manila folders.
Oh dear. Let's see. That's interesting. But yeah, I was clearly planning an expedition to Audrima at some point.
Let me look at this map again. Where the hell is that? Oh, it's way up there. Oh. Well, it's a good thing we're headed in exactly the wrong direction.
Yeah. We're going to have to swing back that way, apparently. Later, though.
I made the hexes more visible here. Is that helpful?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. But I'm done for now.
Okay. Was
Aren't you
anybody
also-
else doing anything during this spike drill?
Just thinking with the Browns.
Oh no, you rolled a 1. Okay, never mind. I don't know. I kind of feel like dying now.
I think I'm gonna upgrade my racing drone.
Is Zoe gonna try it again?
Well, no, because it's only been 4 days, right?
Actually, at the end of the spike drill, it's been 5 because he took a day to get to the edge as well.
I want to find out what's going on with Portia.
Okay. Let's if Zoe wants to do that, let me go instead to I'm gonna swing the camera back over to Charlie and Nemesis for at least a couple minutes. We've got about 20 minutes left here. Um,
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
so Charlie, and Nemesis can be there also if Nemesis shares any kind of eating hours or feeding hours with Charlie.
I imagine Nemesis eats has a very irregular schedule, so I may or may not.
Actually, no. I'm gonna say
But-
nope to that because now that Ivan is back on board, he cooks regular hours. There is, he will have grub that's available at any time in those cold packs, but Ivan cooks and prepares meals, and that's the time that you're expected to eat. He won't just cook at any time.
So I imagine Nemesis has missed a few meals and now sets an alarm clock.
Yeah, maybe. Unless she wants to deal with the grub. It's never as good, though. So if she wants to
Yeah.
eat things that taste good, then yeah, she needs to get there when it's cooked.
I'll say she's still hit or miss for that, but it could be a hit this time.
Okay. Charlie and Nemesis are both in the galley while Jai and Zoe are off doing whatever it is that those weirdos do.
Going crazy.
Going crazy. Pondering the meaning of a universe with and without memories.
And whether or not we even want to be the people that we once were. Gross.
It's tragic. Philosophical. It's philosophical sucks.
Philosophizing.
Mm.
Um,
I do all of my philosophizing in French, just FYI.
I mean, how would you not?
Right? If you can.
Omelette de fromage.
Oh boy.
Look, I have found out that that's actually the wrong way to say that. It should be omelette au fromage.
All I heard from that was omelet, and now I'm hungry. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wait,
With
you're not wrong.
cheese.
It is omelet. Yes.
Um,
Look. That's what I know of French. Thanks, Dexter's Lab.
Look, Dexter's
This
Lab
Dexter.
lied to you.
Yeah.
they
Wait
lied
a
to you.
second. Dexter.
'Cause that's-
It's Dexter.
Yeah.
Do you remember that show, Dexter?
yeah, I do, and it's pronounced omelet. You're all wrong.
Omelette. Omelette du fromage. Okay, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked.
That's okay. Are
Us?
Charlie and
Nah.
Nemesis engaging in any conversation?
We probably don't want to talk about our escape plan in the cafeteria of all places.
Why not? None of us are in there.
I guess if y'all aren't there, yeah, I guess so.
Because there are
Ivan's
cameras in there.
But
Ivan's cleaning up. He's there.
Hilarious.
Elena just stormed off.
As she does.
that whole drama.
He
Yeah.
again has no idea what he did or said.
So business as usual.
Business as usual.
I mean, like I said, I think our plan was pretty straightforward. I guess it's just like, just general banter about, are they acting strange yet?
Yet.
Stranger yet?
Yeah, there you go.
But I presume the answer to that is no. They're no stranger than usual.
And they're typically pretty off the wall. Nothing is really new with them.
Yeah. All right. Well, no need to enact the plan yet.
What is plan?
Oh,
This
Clank,
is why we don't
clank.
talk about the plan in the cafeteria.
it's just something we just wrote up.
Quick pivot.
You know.
Pivot.
This grub is really good. Oh crap! This isn't the grub.
If you're eating grub, you grab wrong dish.
No, this is the good stuff. Thank
You-
you.
You calling my cooking grub?
No, not at all. Not at all.
He cracks a grin. You calling my cooking grub?
Grub a dub dub. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I am in great pain.
I'm sorry, it's excellent.
Ivan looks over at Charlie.
I'm trying my best not to be there right now.
But clearly you're there. I wouldn't have brought up the plan.
Yep, I know.
Perhaps, you like unpeeled tomatoes. Simmered in, salty water for a few minutes.
Isn't that? Oh no, that's with caramel. Never mind. You nearly described a real dish.
Yep. Very close, but
Or maybe, broccoli split in half with, carrot.
this is just food. Just describing food to me.
I mean,
More,
I
he's
do
describing food at you. This is a threat situation.
I do like broccoli and carrots.
Maybe drizzle it with some, gravy.
Gravy on.
This is really a conversation.
This is really a conversation, yes.
Here's the pivot. So cards. Pull out a deck of cards. Play cards.
Ivan does laugh, finishes up the dishes, and we'll join you guys for cards if you're playing.
Oh. And I guess we're still. This is during the spike trail, right?
Yeah, it is.
I guess I don't have too much better to be doing. Too much else to be doing then.
I mean, you probably do, but a game of cards isn't gonna, kill you.
I guess I'll pretend to be sociable.
It's between cards and hearing about
Let's see.
different things being prepared in different ways.
Yeah. Let's.
Oh
see.
yeah, I should have pivoted to the meal plan.
The plan to turn the ship into a racing course.
Yeah. Let's see.
No, it's
There
too
were
late now. Though.
Many
too late
things
now.
pivoted to.
Yes. Yes, there were many better options there.
You okay, Lulu?
Sorry. I didn't know my mic was still on.
Okay. It sounded like you were plotting against us all.
Well, he probably is.
Yeah, but he wouldn't do it out loud. Come on. In the
Not
cafeteria.
Not intentionally.
Let's see.
All right. Well, let's swing that spotlight back on over to Zoe. And similar question as I asked for Jai, is Zoe having a crew member or a
Jai's
crew member,
watching.
PC or NPC? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she'd probably get some of the new guys to, see if they're any good in the engine spaces. She'd give them the old, "Can you bring me Daniel from under there?" Introduction.
She's having the new people watch her go under.
No, she's having the new people fetch her wrench for her,
Oh.
testing them for obedience and other stuff.
Okay.
Ability to fit in tight places, I guess.
Well, because these NPCs don't have names or personalities yet, they all blindly comply.
Sweet. Finally, the minions I truly desire.
Mhm.
And then she wanted to go into Portia Lynn's memories.
Yeah, but we can do that next time. I feel like we've been doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
Can she make? Did you say yay or nay on the guns? You said yes on the shields, but the shields kind of overtook the guns.
The shields did overtake the guns. I still was kind of wanting to get more specific from you about what you want the guns to do. So we'll talk mechanics real quick. Out of character, you're and your characters can kind of infer this. They don't have any hard data about it, but this is the direction that you're going. Energy weapons will affect these black smoke creatures. So you already have something that can affect them. Are you trying to create something that is more effective against them to the detriment of being able to use it against anything else? Or do you want to essentially enhance the power output of some energy weapons so that they're still effective in normal use, um, and just as still effective against these things?
No, I don't care what I have to trade off. I want them to kill ghost monsters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we can always carry 2 guns, but it's a lot harder to make one gun do multiple things.
That is true. Just ask anybody who has attached a flashlight and a grenade launcher to their pistol,
Mm-hmm.
also known as practically any third-person shooter or first-person shooter.
You need to make it tactical.
Look, if you can't noob tube scrubs, what are you even doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would end up being a project to develop essentially new equipment. I believe at this point, after these 4 days, did I say out loud what date I thought that the other project would be finished? So you added 4.
No?
That was as of the 21st. So, well, let me add a couple days here. It was the 22nd to get to the edge, 4 more days to get to finish the drill, and you're also in a new system.
And now we have to do the trade thing. For the router.
Mm-hmm. Dex?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm wondering why my
Timeline's all screwed up.
no, why isn't it highlighting? Oh, because right. Okay. That. Okay.
Okay.
Because it hasn't even happened yet. Okay. The news I was expecting to show up and broadcast to you hasn't actually happened yet, which is why it's not showing up as I need to tell it to you.
So it's not news we'd be getting.
No, it's not.
All right.
We have not redshifted beyond the present.
Right. I think I was expecting it to have been a different date. So, all that comes out to, back to my tracker. Oh right, I said you needed 3.5 days to finish it, which comes out to 4 days.
So we're in the system when I finish the Pavises.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have to take
No,
time.
sorry. You're in the system when you finish the research on the other space detection device.
Right, which we can use to make the Pavises?
No, that's unrelated.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's related, but it's unrelated to actually constructing the Pavises.
Right. We can already do that because we made the roll, so it wasn't a project.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So like, what does getting the router require?
Rudder.
Rudder.
8 hours or 6 hours and GM's choice.
Yeah.
One
Okay, I guess I can
D6
look at
hours
the
is
projects
GM's
and the
choice.
other stuff later and to focus on this. So, getting the rudder. Actually, I would prefer to do
Have
that
some time to
next
think
week.
about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, it's
Really?
not that it takes that I need to think about it. It's that there's going to be a lot more going into the description of the station that you have to dock at first, or
Yeah.
at all. So yeah, this is actual a scene instead of a skip mechanic.
Yeah, we got
I
like 4
actually,
minutes left, so
I
that's
actually
fine.
do want to ask, what would the role require if we just went ahead and tried to jump to the next system anyway,
Well,
without stopping?
without a rudder at all, it's gonna be difficult.
I just want to know.
Yep. I'm gonna look for you.
Pretty fucking difficult.
So I went the wrong way. Base travel. So base difficulty is 7. It's +1 for each 2 full hexes, so +1. That's 8. And for your purposes, course is totally uncharted, so +6. Difficulty
Total
of
or
14.
Yeah, there ain't no fucking way.
I'd like to actually point out that once per session, I can actually replace a check with a no check.
Yes, you can.
Oh, you're gonna big brain this?
I can.
10,000 IQ.
I can.
Yeah, no, do it. Do it, coward.
You think so?
Oh.
I mean, it would save us a lot of time.
Yeah, I think let's go ahead and do it, because that'll save us like 2 hours next session, and that's even worth like horrible destruction of the ship, I think.
Look, let's be honest. You saved us like 3 sessions. We were gonna spend forever in that place.
Yeah, let's do it. Can I get a little bit of help here? Maybe.
Yeah, no, I'll help you out with actually flying the ship.
All right.
So mechanical help will be difficult. Anybody that's trying to help will actually have to make that DC 14 with a different check, something other than pilot.
Shit, you're on your own.
Can I administer the flight?
Well, no, I think they'd be able to use pilot to help if I'm using no for my check, but
I would.
Because he's replacing no, right?
yeah,
No,
that's true.
you're still making a pilot check. You're just using no to do it.
All right. Anyone want to?
Okay, so now I'm suddenly less willing to do this.
I mean, I could administer it, right? Oh yeah, I guess in character this is really weird, right? Jai's just like, here, let me take over
Yeah.
as we do this
No,
difficult jump.
It makes perfect sense.
No,
Jai-
it's even worse than that. Jai's like, no, we can make that jump. I can make it happen. And we're all like, what?
I know I can.
Look,
Right after he comes out of the brain damage
So-
machine, he's like, I can do it, you guys.
Some of the explanation can be pushed off on the ship, with Jai having some knowledge of other rudders and how he can try and get the ship to make some of these changes and corrections.
Well, you see, Dex, there are particular super space, metaspace eddies in this area where if you can adjust your ship in just the right direction, you can essentially have them carry you right to your destination.
See, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
It's
So
like a
perfectly
BS
simple.
to me.
if any of
I mean-
you can think of a way that you can help Jai with a skill that could conceivably
If-
hit a difficulty 14.
Well, with that, actually, hold on. With that explanation, I could potentially, if he like mentions those eddies, I could perhaps make a program to help like detect and like automatically steer us on that course,
Okay,
or to edge us into that he's talking about.
go ahead and roll your int program.
Yeah. Tacking, right? Oh damn, reroll.
Thanks.
Not
Nope.
much better. Just rolling those ones. If only I could
Ah.
reroll ones.
Let's give it a go.
Does anybody else want to try and assist?
I mean, I might as well do the pilot check. I'd have to roll double 6s to make it happen, but
Do you want to maybe try and assist with fix?
yes, I would much prefer to help with fix. I didn't think that was an option.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, this is an incredibly stupid idea, but
I will re-roll that.
Before you re-roll it,
Oh,
Never
too
mind.
late, sorry.
That's okay. It didn't end up mattering. I was gonna ask
Yeah.
you how Zoe's assisting, but
She's not. She just isn't. There's no help to be had here.
Both of them are looking increasingly skeptically at Jai. Let's see how badly this goes.
okay.
Doesn't quite make it.
Doesn't quite make it, and none of those are ones.
Time to be
Wow.
lost in space. Oh.
See? Told ya.
That does make it.
See? We don't have to spend time here.
Thank
But
God.
at what cost?
Well, this drill does still require a pilot, and for the fiction, unless you guys really object, why don't we leave Zoe in the pilot seat? Because she actually knows how to pilot, and how to detect some of these, some of the problems that you need with making a spike drill. Whereas Jai's huge contribution here was finding that route in which, as he said, the particular metaspatial anomalies between Andrique and Maribia would actually carry the ship safely. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, works for me. Hey,
Lulu?
does this mean that we now have a rudder to get back?
Yes, it does.
Oh, thank God. Whew.
Are you okay with framing it that way, Lulu?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'd like to point out that it might just be easier to just like jump to Ara Bioles and then hop to March and go back that way. Because if we're going that way anyway to deal with Corafali and
on the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Those will be shorter jumps.
Plus,
also,
let's keep our pursuers guessing.
Well, yeah, because this is the best, because they won't be able to ask people, what sort of thing were they looking for. We just came in and said, "Peace out, bitches."
Yeah.
YOLO!
It's unlikely that anybody even knows who that meta space entry was.
And they probably would assume that you jumped up to like Demos or Datelli.
Andrique is a fairly frequent way station, going to Detel to get to Kurituhirti.
Yep.
Yeah, and also I guess traveling this way. So like normally people going down here would probably go through March. I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
There's no refuel or anything in Eligara or.
Yeah.
I guess. Oh yeah. I guess not in Maribia either, but UIS is right there that you could